Podcast, you can't win. I touch black and whites just by stroking my chin. Tell Marva got a plan if he just sit in. And we can be the sons and thus fit in. Talking a good game, topics never lame. Conversations just the same, right before they left the brain. Seriously funny, but if you take us seriously, you end up smiling. If not, laugh hilariously. And every Tuesdays we're on the one, so stay in tune before noon. It's the Podical Sons.
It's ridiculously funny.
Welcome back to the best no judgment zone space in the world, because neither one of us have law degrees. I am Saint Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. And we got Shorty in the building with us today.
Back. Yay.
How you feeling?
I'm great.
You good?
Yeah, I'm right.
He might piss you off, so you gotta watch him.
I never piss off. What
He
cancers,
never says
man?
anything.
Cancers, man.
He never says anything. Cancers just know, like,
There you go.
when to chime in, when to not. They're very observant. Very observant.
Touch me, sis. Touch me.
It's all about
Touch
perception.
me.
You know?
Touch me.
Like, even when you start going at it, sometimes I'm just like, unless I know what to say, I might just let it pass me by.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Because we know this guy over here, right?
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah.
What? Little
Yeah.
me?
And we are the Podical Sons.
Let's start this show. Where do we start? We have some things to unpackage. We're not gonna fuck with the election right away, because it was a lot of heavy stress on the peoples. We'll get to that and stuff eventually. Like, subscribe, comment. Check us out on YouTube. Enjoy yourself. For the first timers and stuff, welcome.
Welcome.
To the regular deglers, you already know what you're about to get into, so let's get into some shit. So, hi, lovely woman in the building. Do you squirt?
What?
He told me to ask you.
I told
He told me to ask you.
I told you to
Yes.
ask her.
No.
You don't squirt. So you seen that we had a discussion last week
Yeah.
about is squirting pee.
Okay. I think so. But I don't know anymore.
Thank you. You don't know anymore? No.
She thinks so, though.
I think
She's with Team Thinks So.
I like his one drop rule.
As I've gotten older, it's kind of like been something that when I was younger, it's like, no, that's pee, that's nasty, it's just pee.
Right.
But everyone, women have a separate pee hole, right?
Yeah.
We don't pee through the same hole we fucking.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
the
yes,
urethra.
yes.
Right.
So it's like, my thing is, I haven't experienced this. I don't really know what hole it's coming out of.
The
It's
pee.
coming out of your pee
Pee hole.
So then it might be pee. Because it's not like you're ejaculating through.
And let the church say amen. Because here's the thing.
It's definitely a talent.
It is. It is.
It's a talent. It might be filtered pee because it doesn't smell. So I heard.
No, so okay.
Like,
95% of it is orgasm.
Okay.
2%
What is orgasm? Yeah, you see 92% of it is like orgasm. What the hell is orgasm? So you gotta if you break it down, please.
So
you can't just say
it's more of the I want to say more of the ejaculation female style.
okay.
Right? Okay. So like how we have our orgasm finish and like we have the I want to say the sperm cells that's mixed in it, whatever. It's
Right.
kind of like pre-cum.
It'll be like our seminal
Pre-cum.
fluid.
Or like
Right.
yeah.
Got it.
It's like
Got
our
it.
pre-cum
Okay.
and stuff, whatever.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And then when you have the ejaculation and stuff, it's now mixed. So it went from clear to
Right.
with the sperm cells in it. With them, it's more clear. No
That's
sperm
it.
cells
That's
and stuff
it.
with it because they have the egg that needs to be
There's
fertilized.
some lotion potion to help the slurp keep swimming.
Right.
Got it.
That's how you make boys.
This is
This is how you make
This
boys.
is beyond me.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, don't worry.
this is-
He gonna teach a
yeah,
lesson.
yeah.
I'm just gonna listen. I might do a little bit of talking.
This is what hair's for.
Wisdom. There you go.
Wisdom is
there you
even
go.
great.
But when it comes down to it, so you got 95% of that, 2% of a enzyme, protein enzyme, creatine enzyme,
Right.
and then 3% urea. Urine and urea are kind of the same. So there's pee in
You
there.
did your research.
I did.
He did.
I did.
You did your research.
I did
Okay,
some
what
research.
are your sources for this?
What are my sources?
Yeah.
Ask Jeeves.
WebMD. Ask Jeeves.
WebMD.
Ask Jeeves still exists? Yo.
WebMD is the same website that when you say you have a headache, a little bit of a fever,
You might have cancer.
an itch, you got
You got
fucking
cancer.
pancreatic cancer.
WebMD is one. No, so whenever I sort things, I always try to check 3 different types of sites and stuff. And believe it or not, CNN Health had a thing too about
CNN is
it.
propaganda.
To Trump, old Trump,
From
fake
a
news.
lot of things.
Old Trump, fake news. But then we had a discussion and stuff because this conversation kind of went from the podcast to work because I had coworkers walk up on me and stuff. I had a nurse walk up on me. She seen I pulled a question and stuff, and she's like, "It's not pee." So everybody else is looking around like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
He knows what I'm talking about. So I'm
Looking
like,
at you like this
"Fuck."
pervert. What's
I'm
wrong
like,
with this guy?
fuck. Now I gotta answer this with her because somebody's like, "Are you staring at people in the washroom now?" I'm like, no. Pump your brakes real quick. My name is not Marvin Harvey Weinstein. I'm like, slow this down. So then we got into the convo, and once we got into the convo, that's when it came up. And then so majority of women in the room were saying it's not. And there's like 2 guys walked in and stuff with her. One was a male nurse, and the other one was a guy who works in housekeeping. And he just walked past. He's like, "I peed at." I was like,
At the end of the day, every woman is gonna have their own opinion on it, and it's like if you can do it, you're obviously gonna defend it because you're not gonna say like, "Hey, I'm out here pissing on people." Like nobody's gonna say that. You're gonna defend
This
it.
is true.
You're gonna defend it.
I mean,
Like,
unless if it's somebody that likes to be peed on, then
Yeah,
maybe
like,
you might
that's
be.
a different thing.
No, really, when I
Drip, drip,
squirt,
drip.
yeah,
It's
I'm
on
hitting
you.
you. I'm
It's
hitting
on
you.
you.
yeah, exactly. So no one's gonna.
but it's
say
not really.
that.
It wouldn't be a golden shower and stuff, whatever, because it's not golden, right?
Nah, it's
So I
just
mean,
crystal
like,
clear.
you just want the warm feeling of pee, because like the porn that I seen, like, yo, that's sprinklers.
Porn is so
That-
fake. Though we talked about this.
It's true. It's true, but I'm looking at stuff. I'm like, nah. See, I was with a woman and stuff with her, and she went through the whole, because I reached around. I like to rub on clit from the back. So when I'm hearing, I'm like, okay, she's catching the O. I'm like, which is good. And then I felt splash back on my leg. I'm like, kind of slowed down the stroke. I'm like, did she just piss on me? So I just kind of look down, and she kind of run down my leg, and she's like, I'm like, my socks is wet. She peed on me. I gotta stop. It was like,
Sucker.
Let's talk about this.
I was like,
What happened?
she's like, oh my gosh, I came so hard. I'm like, nah, that was peed out. I don't know, fuck with you on. So I'm like, I gotta go to the washroom real quick. She, we're stopping? I'm like, yes. And I pulled off my soggy, wet ass sock. I was like,
Your ugly feet.
yeah, I had to explode my ugly toe, but it's a rough day. I couldn't trash those socks. It was a speed racer type of sock. You know my socks will stay fly. So
Yeah.
it was kind of hurtful. I didn't want to just...
Did you save it? Did you throw it in the washing machine as soon as you
I gave it a different kind of soaking with Dettol.
Okay, yeah.
For the non-West Indian folks, that's our antibacterial
That's like Pine
remedy.
Sol and Mr. Clean combined into one.
one.
It's like a super cleanser.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
So,
kills all kinds of germs.
It's good for COVID.
Yeah, there you go.
I did that, soaked that, and then I threw it in a regular wash. I was like, damn. So every time I wore the socks until I got a hole in it and stuff, and I was like, this friggin' girl pissed on me. So I kept the story to my damn self. Then, like, I think bit by bit, when everybody started talking about squirting and everything, I think one of my boys, he's like, he can't wait to make a girl squirt. He wants to go to like super soak his room. I'm like, oh, who cleaned that shit up? I'm like,
That's like the meme that I saw where they're like, you just gotta go to a hotel and just nut on the fucking window. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
That's because somebody has to clean it. That's
somebody gotta clean it, not
somebody has to
you.
clean it, but
That's
that's
an
so
asshole
bad.
move.
No, not you though.
Like, you know,
That's an asshole.
How?
because somebody's gonna walk in there and like the curtain's gonna be damp and they're gonna be like, fuck happened in here? Like that. Was
Imagine if like
Look.
the whole they piss you off. You be just by the window. Motherfucker, show
that's
you.
gross.
No, but okay.
Oh my god.
You hitting it from the back. You know it's about to be finished, and you standing up on the bed. She leaning on the bed, and you're like, "Oh, here you go." Just turn straight to the curtain and just let it fly. Shazam!
Nah, that's a little bit
This
too
is
much.
beyond
for
me.
man.
Nah,
I'm
nah,
gonna stay in
be
the
brave.
motion.
This is so
I'm not
beyond
breaking
me.
strides
I can't
to
relate.
soil any curtains or glass.
Basically, yeah. Yeah.
Hold on, hon.
Just let it go.
Okay.
Like what?
She's like, "Yeah, you
She
can't."
looking at me like-
I'm like, "We can't do this at home."
You could have put that on my ass cheek. I mean,
No, but you had
What?
more to clean up. Now you got nothing to clean up. We here staying.
now she got nothing to clean up.
None.
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 Go home to a clean bed,
See?
dry sheets.
Dry sheets, everything. Remember that, that wet spot be fucking with people.
Yeah, no, you gotta sleep in this.
Yeah, you gotta sleep kind of awkward. You got this wet spot right there and everything.
Bro, you just gotta take off the sheets.
Yeah, that's
Or
true.
put a towel.
Yeah, but if it
towel.
if it was a late night action and stuff, what are we really doing?
Then you don't really
like,
care. Then you just fall asleep in it anyway.
Yeah.
And you guys are mean. You guys make women sleep in it too. So you guys like it doesn't even matter. Y'all just
What?
Yeah.
No,
Nah,
not
you guys-
this Taurus man.
specifically-
Not this Taurus man.
You guys
Maybe you Cancer
come
folks
back to
probably
the
do
bed.
that, hunty.
No, you come
Not-
back to the bed and you do this on purpose. You crawl over the woman and then you go into the corner.
Where she
so
was
you don't
before?
gotta touch it. You know you don't gotta touch it. And then it's like she's kind of in the center of the bed or more to this, and you just like you know what you're doing. You do it on purpose. You do it on purpose. You go to the bathroom, you wash your dick off in the sink. I know what you do, and then you come back.
Yes.
And you go to the fucking corner.
Yes.
And then you sleep and you don't even say words. You act like nothing happened. That's it.
Yes.
It's done. Like, I see right through you. Some people might not see that, but I see right
I
through
do
you.
wash my dick off in the sink.
We know.
Yes.
We know. That is what you men do. You just peel it back, splash some water. It's bedtime. Work in the morning. That's it.
That's
Yeah.
Nighty night.
99.
Nighty night.
Like, whatever.
Men, our secrets has been exposed today.
I don't know. Somebody already exposed it to her because she telling all the
I
business.
see
Yeah.
everything.
We know. We know.
Everything. I don't miss shit.
All right. So let's hit to the questions that we talked about this week, whatever that we polled. Should men date financially unstable women?
No.
No. You have something to say?
No.
Oh shit!
I got to say. Nobody wants
I'm
to
gonna
hear me.
expose some shit
Nobody
then.
wants me to say anything because it just gets it gets bad. When I
You,
start saying
I think you need to say your. Let me. All right. For the folks that don't, no one knows. No one knows.
I don't think it's
We had a nice little convo, nice little DM, little message between us. And she told me to shut up and be a provider.
because why you balling? Like this is. I said it to him before. I said this is the fucking system your great grandfathers built. Your great grandmother had no education, no job, no nothing. She knew how to iron and cook and clean and wash and breed. That's what she did.
But they don't do that now. They want to be working
Because
women.
you want them to work and pay the bills. If you didn't,
But pussy gotta run then.
If you eliminated the bills, the pussy would run.
Yeah, we can work that out. Pussy pussy can run.
No, you
And then
want women
on
to
that
bear
nice-
children, pay the bills, cook dinner, wash your dirty work clothes, and all that shit. And then you expect all of that, and then it's like, oh, and then pussy still has to run at nighttime. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything they want you guys want women to do everything. So for me, it's just like, what the hell? Like, okay, when you ask that question, we all know that, like, as an adult, you should be able to take care of yourself,
I know.
right?
I think I cook and clean for a millionaire wife.
As you would. Like,
cook and clean for a
I
millionaire wife.
personally,
I would.
I don't see a problem with it because it's like, if I can stay at home with the kids or be whatever, I don't think there's anything wrong with being a homemaker. I personally don't.
I agree.
The mortgage is covered. This is covered. You have somebody who loves you. What is the big deal? I don't think it's a big deal. And at the same, like, I get it. Everyone should be able to take care of themselves. But you guys be trying to argue the system that your fucking great grandparents built.
Stop
it.
My great
Hold on.
nothing to do with this
So just
system.
because way back when they had racism and we had to live with the racism, we can't change shit later.
You can change the racism, but
So let's change some other shit. Let's keep the same energy.
Now you want to change the gender roles and shit. Like, just it is what it is, and we all know that. We all know it's been like this since the beginning of time. We all know that, you know, a woman might make less, and actually historically until this day, women make less than men. You know, we talk about that.
I gotta see you on that.
Are we gonna talk about that? We're gonna talk about the wealth gap and pay wages and things, and we're gonna talk about all that shit because I mean, women are still complaining that they make less than men doing the exact same thing. So it doesn't even matter how great of a job she has; she might still make less than you. You know what I mean? Anyways, those are so many different factors that come into play. But again, historically, a woman might be like that, or she might not be like this, and you know, she's really pretty, so she might just end up being a homemaker. It is what it is.
But y'all won't date a broke dude though.
Because that's the system that your great my grandmother didn't do that. If my grandmother didn't do that,
She dated a provider.
she dated a provider. the hell? Like this is what I'm saying. Like it wasn't built like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like now times have changed. Now we have adapted.
Times have changed.
Your granny didn't have an iPhone 10.
No, but the bills are paid.
Yes.
Okay.
But I can pay bills now.
Errol can build the house. And
yeah, but Granny wasn't on social media. We adapted to new shit.
So many
things.
Things
saying, like,
so many things have changed, but at the same
time, girl, this dick talk. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god! But this
girl, this dick talk. English, Spanish, French. Girl, this dick talk. Euros, dollars, yen. Girl, this dick talk. Yo. City boys.
No, ain't no fucking city boys up in here. Get a job. I just don't. I think that I just want to be so clear. I think that every adult should be able to take care of this. But we know how the system works. We know it is what it is. Even to this day, there's still people that like they're stay-at-home moms. They're homemakers. It is what it is.
Oh, what do you mean? Of course, women are still grooming themselves to be trophy wives because that's
their
the
family.
Role,
their family grooms them like that. And in other cultures, it's not so much of an argument. It is what it is.
It just happened.
Yeah.
It just happened.
Yeah.
So okay. In 2020, should women be submissive to their men according to the Bible? We in 2020. We in modern times.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain the Bible to me because I don't know a little bit.
Don't worry, I'm gonna heed them my goddamn self.
Thank you.
So secular. That's the word. That's secular. The non-religious word that they used on me.
Secular.
I'm secular.
I
remember the word now.
Right.
So now a husband or a wife is supposed to submit to her husband, and he's supposed to, I guess, meet that moniker or that leader and stuff in her world. So her family that she was born in is now secondary compared to the family that she's creating with this man.
Oh, because like your parents give you away to this man and whatever, and that's your head of the household. I mean, like,
but some women, especially women today, it's the language and stuff, whatever, right? Like, the word submissive is like a trigger word to, especially like a super independent type of person.
I don't.
Do you feel the type of way about it?
I think it comes naturally. If you're a man can lead, and I think that if you're with a man who is powerful, a man who's dominant, it'll come natural. But the thing is women, they might be with somebody, but they may not just trust him enough to lead them. Like they think that this man might lead them astray. I love you, I fuck with you, I trust you, but I cannot trust you to lead us. And that is a bigger issue within your relationship. Because think about it. But
because we spoke about this long time ago and stuff, whatever. Damn, we covered too much on this damn podcast. With the alpha male and alpha female, are they compatible?
Right.
So the way how you're talking and stuff, it sounds like an alpha female. She's like, I love you, but I don't trust you enough to run shop. Whatever.
I don't even think you have. Like, yes and no, because I don't even think you have to be an alpha female to like understand that your man is gonna fuck the both of you over. Like, I think it's more so common sense. I think it's just more so common sense. Like, you can see the mishaps coming. Like, you know.
And then I think we also said along with that certain things that you might find your opposite better than you at. Like, so let's say finances.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They say men are ahead of the household, so you think finances would fall in their lap.
No,
but
some
maybe
better with
you have some women who are more better with money, right?
Yeah, the man might make the money, but the woman might know what to do with it. So you guys are good,
right?
So you might just work better together in that sense. So you know, it is what it is. There are some things. I'm not against being submissive to your man. I just think you need to be submissive to the right man, and a man that is dominant, and a man that has his head on his shoulders. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I see why there's a big conversation about it, because there's a lot of idiot walking around trying to talk about they need to be the head of household.
You know what I add to that too? You know what I would also add to that? A man who's not going to take advantage of you being submissive.
Exactly. Like, he's not going to treat you like a doormat.
Right, yeah.
That too.
That's what I would add.
Because I think a lot of women also see a fear in that, where they're like, oh, you know, I could submit to this person, and they think they're going to walk all over me and do whatever they want, and I have no say.
Gotcha.
Being submissive doesn't mean like a loss of power, you know. Your man's still supposed to respect you.
Right.
Exactly. I feel like it's like a shift or
I think it's a balance.
Yeah,
I think there has to be balance.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Like, okay, if you're submitting, let's say to, I guess, to household duties or something like that, whatever. I'm submitting to whatever you say it will cost to maintain the house. Mm-hmm. Shut up and provide.
Shut up and provide.
It's fair.
Be like, yo, we need this, and I'm like, how much is this? And you're like, $2 racks.
Because I'm doing it. So it's like, listen, like,
fuck it, shut up and provide.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, but
I think that's fair.
Like I said, it's a trigger word for a lot of people.
It is a trigger word for
especially a lot of women and stuff, whatever too.
Yeah.
Like, and I see it, and I'm like, I didn't think it was that bad. Well, the biggest trigger word for this year so far is still fucking toxic. No man can call a woman toxic. Y'all all stand in solidarity together with that word. A man can call you toxic?
No, I'm not gonna be bothered. It is what it is.
Oh, bless your heart.
It is what it
I
is.
should have dated you. We could have been.
I don't feed ducks.
Yeah. And we're back, folks. What the fuck?
I was gonna say,
I don't feed ducks.
Her saying that you can call her toxic's not gonna do it a little Marv. I don't think so.
Like, yeah, you should. That's a red flag. Like,
no, but the wording for submissive and stuff for that woman's like, yo, fuck am I gonna?
It can't be a trigger word because I think that a lot of women have just been through enough shit where they're like they've done it and it didn't get them anywhere. But that has a lot to do with, I guess, being with the wrong person.
Exactly, because I feel like, yo, I always say this, like, and I agree with the old school saying, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like that's for women and stuff to kind of initiate their position. Like, my thing and stuff, me and this girl, we got in a conversation and stuff for that one day, and we were talking, and I said that I feel like there's some things a girlfriend should do, like a girlfriend set of duties.
And then
fiance might be like so much, and then there's wife duties.
Wife duties, right?
Whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, it's one and the same stuff in her world. But I'm like, but how do you get that championship ring?
You don't. You don't. All in all, I mean, like, okay, this is the thing. I might be young, but I've noticed that if you go above and beyond, it's like no one's gonna turn it down and say no. No one's gonna turn it down and be like, you're doing too much. You know, let's take it slow. You're doing something that's beneficial towards them.
Facts.
So if they know that they can get this out of you without stepping up to the plate or being a provider or giving you the championship ring or whatever it is,
why I gotta do it?
Why would they have to do it? This is why I always say, you let a man give you peanuts, you're never going to get a steak. And that just doesn't apply to dinner. That literally applies to everything. You're giving away the fucking cow.
Right.
You know? And you're not really getting anything in return. And no one's going to say no to the cow. Why would anybody do that?
Like, all right, so, okay. I look at it stuff as that, I remember when I was dating, like, my ex, and we were in a situation where, in the beginning, whatever, she would jump up and try to do my laundry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I got this, whatever. She's like, oh, but I'm here, and I got clothes there. I'm like, I'll do the laundry and stuff, and, like, you only got, like, a few clothes, because at the time, she wasn't staying there.
Right.
So I'm like, I'll do this and stuff like that. So she's like, but I want to do your laundry and stuff and everything.
Yeah, because it's like, I want to help and I want to do more for you. And see, the thing is, sometimes if a man tells you not to, like, well, he really don't really fuck with you because it's like, you're doing too much.
Aha!
In my space.
Aha!
Like,
so we had into a full debate like that, too.
Yeah, because you'll feel like, it's like, damn, like, I'm trying to do something nice for you, but you're telling me to back off.
Right. I was like,
right.
That's like, that might not make a person feel good. And everybody's different. Some people may say, hey, like, I'm good. I'm a grown man. I can do my own laundry. And it's not, has nothing to do with you. But for other people, it's like, yo, you're getting too close. And a lot of men know that when women start doing
what was it for
things,
you then? Was it that you thought she was getting too close? Or
No.
Like,
It was just, I do my
laundry?
own shit. Like, my mom taught me how to, like, fold and sort and all that type of stuff for them from, like, 9.
Yeah.
Right.
So I've been doing my own laundry from, like, 9, 10 years old and stuff for them till today. So
Right.
my thing and stuff is that I'm looking at that. I just want somebody and stuff, whatever, like, companionship, intimacy type of purpose and stuff. Whatever. I'm not expecting you to do this. I got this shit covered. So that therefore it's more time for us to fuck with it and whatever. Because I don't want you to come at no type of way and stuff with it. I'm like, you don't got to worry about that. Like, I could clean an iron on this side without you.
Right.
So she's looking like, but what do you need a woman for? But besides just to fuck you. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So we got into a full debate and I had to Ryan and she said the same thing. She's like, I feel like you don't want to let me in your world.
Yeah.
I'm like, because I want to let you wash my socks.
Yeah, a lot of people feel like that.
But you have to think. You have to think also, Marv. Like if we're going back to what we were discussing previously about, would you shut up and provide? Yeah. Right. being a submissive wife, like you have to think like. Some of these things are ingrained in these kids
embedded
from when they're young. Like
my great grandmother down to here, it's stuck in my fucking brain.
You have to know for wash because when you meet a man, he's gonna. So they're
Which
already
is wrong
trained.
because you should be learning to do those things because it's a survival skill. You should know how to wash your laundry.
Exactly.
Not doing it because you need to get married right? But again, this is why I say it's embedded in you, because it's like you're learning how to cook, clean, wash, and take care of house because you need to get a husband who's gonna buy the house to put you in to wash the fucking laundry, right?
He's expecting these things.
He's expecting
so
these
now
things.
when she comes to you now, and you're not,
Yeah.
and you're not expecting these things because you're an independent person. She's like, well, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, why would you not?
Yeah.
I'm taught that men are expecting
and now
of these
people
things.
my age are having this problem because a lot of us are raised in very misogynistic environments and a lot of environments that uphold gender roles, and then we have these mama boys, and a lot of us aren't raised like that, so it's just like a clash left, right, and center, where I'm noticing where there's men that require it, there's women that are like, why the fuck do I gotta do that? You're a grown-ass man, because they weren't raised like that.
Right.
So there's people my age are really battling it out right now. With this is like battle of the sexes, you know? My mom never taught me to do those things for a man, ever.
Okay, that's what's up.
My mother never... I learned how to wash my laundry when I was like 10.
For yourself.
For myself.
Right.
I learned... when she was in the kitchen cooking, she never really told me stand in the kitchen. My mom hated when I was in the kitchen when she was cooking, because it's just like...
You're in her way.
Yeah, I'm in her way. I don't know what the hell she's doing. I can't really help her. And my mom never taught me how to cook. I learned how to cook by myself. I noticed what she did sometimes, but I never spent time with her in the kitchen. So all the baking and shit you see me doing, that's me learning on my own.
Gotcha.
My grandmother now, she's kind of different, because I noticed she'll say things where she's like, oh, like, what are you guys gonna do when you get a husband, whatever, because
that's the ingrained shit.
That's embedded.
Old school.
That's embedded. But
school.
it's also funny because when my great grandmother was alive, my great grandmother was all about like independence, and she'd be like, "Listen, bossy girl have to get this because bossy girl need bossy care." And my great grandmother was kind of like that.
Yo,
So
city granny.
City
granny.
literally a city granny. You know what I mean? In a sense like that. My grandma's the same way. My grandma loves seeing independent women. She loves seeing women who are working. She wasn't like that. My grandma got married when she was 18, and she had my mom and her sister and whatever, and they were together for years, literally up until maybe till the time that I was born, where they both separated and got remarried to other people. And that's just the type of person my grandpa is. My grandpa's a provider. He works. He takes care of everything. Like his wife now, she doesn't work. She's home. She's fine. So those are the examples that I've seen growing up. And for me now, like, I like, with my boyfriend, like, I like doing things for him, and I like cooking, and I'm like that. I like being in the house. But don't you ever expect it, because I'm going to tell you a bunch of stuff, because my mom never told me that. That is the difference. I do it because I want to, not because it's stuck in my head.
We still in city girl. Act up. You can get snatched up.
You can get snatched up real quick. And I'm not, and you see, and that attitude never comes out of me, because I'm a very nice person.
Now, if you're going to do your laundry, are you going to do your laundry alone, or are you going to say, hey, hon, I'm doing laundry. You want
Okay, first of all, I don't mix laundry. Like, I wash my clothes separately from yours. So if I have time to do your laundry when I'm done doing mine, I'll talk about it. Like,
hey!
That's about it. I don't think it's a bad thing, but I don't mix clothes. Like, I'm not going to wash your dirty work pants with my dress pants, like, and my jeans. Like, it's not happening.
Right.
Or I just won't do, like, men's clothes. I can't. I don't like my laundry mixing. Even, like, with kids stuff, like, if I had kids, I wouldn't wash my kids stuff with my stuff. Like, I feel like everybody should just kind of maybe mix the kids' clothes,
separate.
But
right.
Yeah, separate. Yeah. You know, and I do a lot of dry cleaning anyway, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't think they're bad things. I just don't think that, like,
it's a personal thing.
Yeah, it's a very personal thing. Everybody's very different.
Yeah.
And my thing is, if you expect these things, you need to shut up and provide. Don't expect a girl to be going to work every day.
Shut up and provide,
like, you want her to work and slave and then come home and wash floor and pot and cook?
Nah, I'll cook.
And wash your dirty drawers, Marv. What kind of thing that?
First of all, I was raised Jamaican, so I wash my own boxes when I go in the shower.
Exactly.
Yeah, I do all that. That's a regular. I wash my shit in the shower.
But a lot of people don't.
Yeah, that's
a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't wash their drawers by hand. They don't even know what that is. And a lot of West Indian people don't wash their drawers by hand because some people think that's ridiculous.
Right.
Because we have washer now.
So check it. So I got into a convo and stuff one day. I'm at this chick's spot spending the night, and then I go in there and she's like, your boxer's just hanging over the shower curtain. I'm like, yeah, 'cause I'm still in the shower. Mm-hmm. She's like, why don't you just throw it like in dirty clothes and stuff? I'm like, are you Canadian or are you Jamaican? So she's like, I was born here, but my family's Jamaican. I'm like, yeah, you're not Jamaican, okay? I'm like, I'm not Jamaican and stuff. My family's Jamaican, but my mom wouldn't let this shit fly.
Just funny because my mom will like, my mom was born here too.
Right.
So my mom is very some time-ish on what she picks and chooses to follow and not follow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me now, people will look at me like something. I was just having this conversation with my mom the other day because I was explaining to her. Everybody thinks it's weird. Your mom was born here? Like, that's weird. Most people my mom's age, born in the 70s, born ayat, and then come here. And then have kids in the 90s, right?
Right.
It's not like that for her. So when I act a certain way or when I do certain things, people are like, what's wrong with you? Like, you're not Jamaican. And it's not that. It's just that, like, I'm, like, second generation Canadian. You know what I mean? Right. And my grandparents were here when they were, like, 20.
Okay.
So, we're very different.
Right.
But I still wash my drawers by hand. So no one can talk to me about that. That's not happening.
I ain't mad at you. Yo, do smart women marry for money and dumb women marry for love?
More or less.
I put ask true or false. Yeah?
More or less.
That's the true statement. Your world too?
I'll say no.
You said no?
No.
Why you say no?
No, I say there's some smart women that don't marry for love.
The smart women marry for love?
Yeah.
I
Not
don't...
money?
There's some smart women marry for love.
I say more or less because, like, it's not the brightest thing to just get married because you love somebody. It's not enough.
Your love don't put food on the table and clothes on the back,
It doesn't
right?
do a lot of things. Love is fulfilling and it can be beautiful and stuff, but it doesn't. It's not enough. Is it enough to sign a contract?
That's a good damn question though. Because see the thing and stuff, I looked at it like this. When I seen that and I'm like, let me just hit people to true or false, because we've been shunning women for dating somebody who can't provide for them.
Yeah, but we also shun them for being hypergamous, which makes no damn sense. Which one is it? There's no gray area. You can't. That's what I'm saying. You can't win. So when women talk about it, I said,
That's
hey,
what I'm talking
Just
about.
saying there's no middle class.
Yeah, it's done. We ain't got no middle class. We ain't got no gray areas. We got nothing.
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
We got gray hoodies. I mean, that's the only thing we got.
That's
Gray
it.
left.
That and not even that, because you start washing them turn bad color. So
That's pretty true. Pretty much. Yeah.
that's it. You ain't got. There's nothing left. But that's the way how I see it. Like, is that enough to really sign a contract with somebody? Like, you're not looking at anything else. You just love them and you want to be with them.
No, I think for me personally and stuff, I think that should be a staple, but that's not everything.
No.
Because I feel like a financial marriage and stuff, whatever, it don't really pop or sit that long and stuff, whatever, right? Because I know there's a situation where I know a woman, she married a dude who is gay, but his family and stuff, whatever, has paper.
Right.
And they said they won't give him, I guess, like trust fund money unless he's married to a woman. Because they seen him
because they
in his
want the
teenage
family
stage,
image. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so teenage stage, they seen him kind of limp wristed and everything like that. They're like, nah.
Honey.
Yeah. They're like, nah. We need to make sure in order for you to get this money, you need to be married to a woman.
Straighten up.
Right.
So they did a thing. And she got, like, sure enough, whatever, I think they did it for, like, maybe, like, 5 years. After the 5-year thing, he got his money and stuff, whatever. He broke off for, like, I think, like close to $3 million.
That's fair.
Because it was a financial hustle and stuff,
Yeah.
whatever, right? And I dig it. But I'm like, not everybody has a dream shot like that.
Right.
No.
But then some people look at it like, well, you know what? He makes good money. He seems like a provider. I don't love him like that. I prefer a guy who has less gray, taller, or opposite of fucking you, but they'll just go with you because you got paper.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's a thing. And I'm not going to sit here and lie like it's not a thing. But, I mean, it's just as easy to, like, love somebody who's rich as it is to love somebody who
Hey,
in my opinion,
that's
it
what
is-
my
it is
grandma
very-
told me. That's
and-
what my mama told me.
Listen, I know women who are married to men that aren't conventionally attractive, but there's something about being comfortable within your life that makes a person lovable.
Security. They're the one that said security.
Security
But-
makes somebody very lovable.
But are you gonna call that smart, or are you just what are we calling that though?
I call that kind of smart.
You secured
You secured a bag.
Not even just a bag. I mean, like, your future secured, your children's future secured. Because no matter, like, remember, my whole thing is what I learned with rich people is that wives are temporary and kids are forever. So your kids will always be good, no matter what. Your children will always be taken care of. Their futures will be bright as long as, you know, they make the right choices and stuff. But I mean,
I don't want a temporary wife.
they're
though.
always going to be good. No, I'm not saying, like, that, you know what I mean?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I get what
People's
you're
blood
saying.
is thicker than a fucking marriage license. Like,
That's true.
wives come and go with a lot of men.
That's
Or
true.
people in general.
What if your wife's rich, Marv, and she just wants somebody that she can love? She don't need somebody, but it can provide her financially.
That is the most interesting thing, though. The reverse with rich women.
I'm about that dream. I'm about that dream.
But at that point, is she stupid for loving you, wanting to love you, or is she smart? Or is she gonna just be smart and go look for somebody who has more cash than she does?
Yo, keep it real with you. I feel like the first time you marry, like, I feel like those situations tend to happen twice. Like she said, the temporary thing.
Right.
Like, when my shit didn't work out, my auntie told me and stuff. She's like, all right, you married for love, like an idiot. That's what she said. She said, next time, she's like, money. I don't want to come to no blood clot wedding and stuff in the church.
Older
I like to go
women
to
will always tell you, marry for money.
So that's what I'm saying.
first,
The
and then
older
if you
people,
get
they done
married,
seen
get married for
some
love.
shit. They done seen some shit. So I'm like, but if she done got her paper, she done ka-chinged and everything, she's like, she did everything financially first.
Right.
She's there for the love. She's get me for the love. I'm there.
That's
It might be a
very
dumb move on her side.
Yeah, don't move on her side.
On her side, but I mean, to me, I think it's a smart move.
There
I'm
are
a
rich
catch.
women who will.
I told you, the dick talk, man.
Okay. There are rich women who want men who are their equals or more.
Yes.
Especially women, not working rich women. I mean, women who come from money. Like, their family has money, like wealthy,
Right.
generational wealth. Those are the women you typically try to see they date within their circles. Not necessarily all the time are they going to date and marry out. That is very different.
No.
Right?
They ain't trying to help nobody on the come up.
Exactly.
They want to come up
They're
already
very
there.
different. People from generational wealth, they're not necessarily
Ain't that fucked
interested in
up?
dating outside.
Ain't that fucked up?
It is fucked up. But you might find that a working, rich woman
Yeah.
Right.
will date down financially. Not that you're a bad person, but you're not in the same tax bracket.
Right.
And she might play around. She might even marry out. And that is for a different type of fulfillment that she's not getting. And it's also, I was having this conversation with my girl who is actually a millionaire. And it's kind of like, when she talks, I asked her, I'm like, do you think you're kind of controlling? She's like, yeah. She likes the projects and she likes the control. And she knows exactly where you are and what you're doing kind of at all times because she's wearing the pants in the relationship.
Oh, so she'll build a nigga. She'll build
She'll
a boom.
build a nigga. She'll build a nigga.
So, friend, if you're listening, you know,
This guy is gonna try
Not too much
trying to
work.
advertise yourself.
I mean, which camera should I look at? Because fuck,
This is
I look at all
the
of
main one right
friend.
here, but she can look at all
you
three.
went from thought to hooker in like 3 weeks.
Wow.
You ready
No, I'm ready to be yours.
okay.
I'm ready to be yours.
to be yours.
Not too much building over here, but hey, who doesn't love home
You're a
improvement?
project. You're a
Yeah,
project. You're waiting to happen.
Yeah.
I see that. I see so many different dynamics to it. I mean, like, yeah, some people really just fall in love and it is what it is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
money makes love complicated sometimes.
It does. It does.
And people don't want to admit that.
well, they say
People don't want to admit that.
I mean, majority of marriages what end up in divorce. It's usually over financial. It's usually over financial problems.
Yeah. You would never really
good
hear,
portion of the time, yeah.
What's that term that they use in court again? Irreconcilable differences and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You don't really hear that anymore. It's always some financial bullshit, right? Other than, like, your infidelity cases and stuff like that. Like, you always hear, like, finances, like, this, money, bickering over money.
But I think the irreconcilable differences stuff are like some things are kind of hard to come back from.
Oh, absolutely.
Whatever,
Oh, yeah.
right?
100%.
So, and I don't think like most of the time, like even like finance will be kind of that thing, like an addiction.
Well,
a
finance,
problem.
not finance. Listen, not being able to keep your house together. Money is what's going to keep your house together. Love and this, that, the next is cool, but money is what's going to keep the heat on and the lights on.
Yeah.
Queens,
You know what I
listen
mean?
up.
And put the food on the table. And I'm sorry, but if the two can't make it, you're gonna drive each other mad, and you're gonna hate each other. And you know what's funny? I also see when men can't provide or they don't have money. Men don't like themselves when they don't have money. When I'm sorry, when niggas are
That's
broke,
true.
they are so goddamn miserable and irritated.
Yeah, no, I can
No,
agree
no,
with that. I
that's
can
fine.
agree with
They
that.
don't
Yeah,
like
I can
that
agree to that.
because you don't feel like yourself. You can't stand as tall as you want to, as you want to be.
Right.
A lot of men feel like that. Some men are like, cool, they just vibes regardless. But most men, they're like, I need to have my pockets in order. Like, they don't feel good about themselves, and no one feels good about themselves when they're broke. But as a man, like, I understand, it's hard,
Right.
it's difficult, and then you have a wife and you have a family, or you have a home and you struggling to keep shit together. That's gotta eat at you a little bit.
True.
Especially if you have one of those wives that, yo, what this?
Yeah, those wives are-
Yeah,
no
go look,
sympathy.
walk.
Go look,
Yo,
walk.
what this? Yo, you trying
No
to
sympathy.
You come in,
Oh my
you've been
gosh.
pounding the pavement the entire day looking for a job. You see you. Where you did that all day? You brought a rum bar a drink, didn't you?
Just beating your ass.
I want a divorce.
Yeah, I left. Like, that's it. That's it. Literally, that's it. And that's what you
Sucks for some people.
But that is a reality for some people.
Yes, reality,
So, like, if you don't
man.
have a supportive partner that can see, like, okay, maybe you were on top at one point, and right now you're just kind of at a low point. You're gonna get your shit together. Your partner might be sympathetic. Some women are not so sympathetic. Some women are like, "Yo,
no.
fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm out of here."
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything to them because it's like, I looked at you because you said you could do this, and now you can't. You gave me a vibe you can't maintain. That's basically it. That's basically it. And it doesn't even have to be luxurious. Like, you went from Louis Vuitton to now you can't have Louis Vuitton, you gotta have Aldo. Not even like that. I mean, like, you really struggling to, like, do the basics. Like, that will drive
Now I gotta take a second job to help you because you ain't even got a first job.
Yeah, exactly. Nah,
that shit causes resentment.
I know a woman
there.
I work with in the club, she started working in the club at her late age because her husband lost his job and she left him because she said, I cannot be with broke man. I refuse. Not only he lost his job, and then it was just like he wasn't really looking for another one.
Right.
And, you know, savings are starting to dwindle and deplete and whatever. And she said, I refuse. I'm not doing it. Fuck that. She's from Russia. She said, fuck that. And she's like 34 working in the club.
Damn.
She found a baller within like 7 months and got remarried, and she was out of the club in 7 months. She came in with a game plan. Those European women are different.
That seems smart to me.
She said,
that's smart.
fuck
That's
that.
smart to
She
me.
said her husband wants her to come back, and she said, for what? To find job? No? Okay. That's it. She said no, and she has 2 kids, and she brought her 2 kids with her and moved into a big house, and she was gone. She's good.
Secure the bag.
Yeah, like some women are just different. Some women are like, yo, I can't deal with that. I cannot deal with that.
Okay, speaking of secure the bag, yo, should an average man secure the bag or buy a Birkin bag? You heard the sweetie. You heard sweetie.
Secure the bag, like, wait, what?
Like, buying a, like, yo, I think some men and stuff, whatever, I think it's good enough if they just secure the bag. They just have the job. But does a man really have to buy you a Birkin bag?
To be my man?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say all that. I'm not gonna say no to that. Because I mean, it is a beautiful bag. It's like
20 racks to $500,000.
It's an investment. It doesn't depreciate. I can auction it for like 5 times what you gave it to me for. People don't know that. Birkin bags, this is like one of the only purses that don't depreciate, and they're exclusive. So it's like, did you guys understand how Hermes works?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can't just get your hands on one.
Right.
You got
It's
like
a club.
It's a club.
It's
you
a
gotta
club.
like when you go to the store, you have to buy pieces. Sometimes you buy ugly shit that you don't want because you're trying to build like a good,
rapport and everything
with the store.
Yeah.
With the store, and you get your sales associate, and then eventually it gets offered to you, and then you don't just get to pick any color. You start with the basic colors. And like basic hardware, then you start getting into colors, and you start getting into skins, and then it gets exotic, and then you got your fucking ostrich crocodile Birkin,
albino crocodile. That's what I see.
like you get some exotic
like
shit.
225 racks.
Exactly, that's one way to do it. Or like they're nicer to people with husbands. I realize that. Like you come into the store with a man or very well butch man, they're very nice to you. Or your other ways to go resale, to buy them resale, which is what a lot of people are doing, because some people buy Birkins, they don't even fucking open the box, so you barely wear it, and they maybe wear it once, put it back in the box, and they're reselling it for more than what they got it for.
Nice. Right.
That's the market. It's an investment, but like, do you have to get me one to be my man? No.
Yeah, because that was the whole argument and stuff, like even on Black
That's not
Twitter
your man if he can't get you no Birkin bag, bitch. Like, if your man is
so
like,
what if he don't get the Birkin, he just paid the bills? Is that okay in your world?
okay, but can I have like a Chanel?
you want the bills, but with a Chanel.
Can I have something?
It can't just be the bills. It's got to.
I can't get you.
I love the bills being paid, but that is nice for us in our household, and you're taking care of your responsibilities.
Christmas,
would like a gift.
can I buy you? Can I buy you a Coach? Can I buy you a Louis Vuitton?
I don't wear Coach.
Wow. Can I buy you a Tory Burch?
No.
Fuck.
Sandals maybe. Sandals, yeah, but personal.
Wow.
No. I like bags, And I don't.
A woman can never have too much shoes and bags.
No, it's endless.
Yeah,
it's endless.
That I know.
But my thing is, I'm not like into like the trendy stuff. So like a lot of lines will drop something that's like an obnoxious color and an obnoxious shape, and like I don't want it. I like staple pieces, like classic pieces that'll be timeless. So I'm kind of a little bit more simple that way. But it's like, can I have something like a YSL? Like it's 25. Like you can drop 2,500. Like a Chanel is like 6,000, like a 5,000, 6,000. If you can,
I can do YSL.
You see what I'm saying?
YSL.
Yeah, like a 25. Yeah, like you know what I mean. That's a nice little gift. Like $2,500, Christmas, birthday,
Okay.
Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter.
St. Patrick's Day.
Christmas.
Say that.
Christmas.
Did you miss the St. Patrick's Day
and Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
I'm covering it with that one bag.
It's nice. It's a nice thing to do. It's a very nice thing to do. But I'm different. I have a bad. I like jewelry.
You like jewelry?
I like jewelry. It doesn't have to be diamonds all the time.
Right.
I really like. I'm in love with Tiffany's, and they have like beautiful little sterling silver pieces.
Yeah, I seen some of those things. Those things slap though.
Mom,
They're timeless.
would a Patek be the male version of the Birkin bag? The Patek watch?
A Patek.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Felipe, the Felipe.
Yeah, like an AP or something, like a presidential Rollie. Like, that's like your equivalent to a Birkin. That shit is more than a Birkin.
Yo.
That's more than a basic Birkin.
So, hold on. So, Christmas now, I buy a Chanel. Mm-hmm. And then you give me a petite Felipe. Yeah.
If you buy me, okay, like, if are we matching energy?
Are we matching energy?
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Matching
you
energy.
give me a Chanel, like 6, you can get like a 2-tone Rollie. Like, we're good. Think about it. We're good. We have money. We can be nice to each other.
Yeah.
Why can't we be nice to each other?
Okay.
We're speaking in hypotheticals. Like we don't. Money's not really an object
Option.
for us.
Yeah.
Like it's nice.
This is the problem though with Sweetie. She's got to understand. She's not talking to people in her tax bracket.
Yeah, like her friends are broke.
Her friends are broke. Her man has money.
Yeah,
And he doesn't have average money.
So Quavo has money. You got money because you're an artist. So your household is like, making is like the 1%. You're definitely making over $400K a year.
Yes.
Combined, right? You're making individually. You guys are making more than that. So like, what? And then your fans are broke. Screaming, rich nigga, 8-figure. That's my type. Like all your broke ass fans, even me, the fuck, even me. I'm not a super rich bitch. Like we're all out here and we're listening to you and stuff. And
getting hypnotized.
But you see what I'm saying? No grown ass woman really cares what Sweetie has to say. She has a point where she kind of says, "Hey, your man needs to do something for you, little something in your tax bracket." I think that's okay.
Yeah.
I think it's okay, but don't have like people oppressed to like go and obtain Birkins. Like they're not even attainable. Like you know what I mean?
Facts.
Not financially. I just mean like you can't just walk into the store and pick it up off the shelf to begin with. So
I'm about to say, is that a requirement on a date now? Woman sits down like, hey, so before we go anywhere, are you able to buy me a Birkin? Be like, a Burger King? Yeah. Oh my God. We can do that.
Listen, I don't think there's anything wrong with getting the lady that you feel for, that brings you everything that you want. I don't think there's anything wrong with getting her something that is, you know what I mean, worth more than something else. But it's also gotta be within your means. You gotta understand yourself when you're doing something like that.
Know your limit, play within it. That slogan
don't hurt
slaps.
yourself.
Yeah.
Don't hurt yourself. Like
I'm ladies, if you know what his limit is, don't be expecting anything outside of that.
It's true. I mean, like, there's things that you can, like, work toward and save up for, like, a nice engagement ring. Like, those are things that you can go a bit above and beyond for, because that's going to be forever.
How
but
much
even with that, though, like, because they say, like, for instance, they say an engagement ring should be, 3 months your salary?
That's it.
That's what. So we had this big ass discussion last week. So I'm about to bring that shit here, but something like that. Along those lines, 3 months.
It depends on what he does.
But then, but here's the thing, though.
You should kind of double up if you're not making as much. I'm making 6 months salary. Be nice. Come on, be nice. What the fuck?
But we're just saying you can't expect him to be going beyond his means.
He's not going beyond his
if he can only afford the 3 months salary to buy you that ring.
The problematic princess over here.
But like I'm saying, like 3 months salary, you could do 6 months salary and give her something great.
Chanel and 6 months salary for
Double up.
shorty.
Yo.
Just work. It's just okay. Like just 3 more months. Like you're giving. This is gonna be your wife.
Just listened to some Nifty Hustle the other day.
It's gonna
This
be your
is perfect for
wife,
it.
and this is gonna be like she has to show this ring off to people. Like, oh my god, like yeah, I miss it so and so. Like the future Mrs. So. Like you want it to be a representation of you. Don't give her something
So okay.
shitty.
The conversation we had and stuff, whatever, right? It was 2 of my guy friends, and it was one of my guy friends' moms, right? She was there. She got in the mix and stuff when we were in a convo, and I said, for an engagement ring and stuff, whatever should be, to me, I spent U.S. 'cause I went to Pennsylvania to a diamond exchange. I went with a female friend. She's like, no, she's seen these rings and stuff one time. She went to Pennsylvania. We're going. So we took a day trip. Me and my girl Nicole and stuff, whatever. Boom, boom. We went. We looked at some shit. And I spent, I think, about $2,400 US. And I think, like, when I got the credit card bill, it was probably like over 3 racks. Right? So, and it was a good ring and everything and stuff. And I dig it. She dig it. The chick in the store did it. It was a whole shebang and stuff, too. Because Nicole's like, if he was to get this ring, if he was to give you this ring to the lady who worked there, what would you do it to him that night? And she's like, I kiss him and be grateful. So she said, which ring in here would make you want to suck the soul out of his dick? So the lady's like, this one! Buy this one! I was like...
It's a good way to put it.
I'm like, yo, can I get that in a size 6? In a ring size 6, please?
Yeah.
So then we worked that out. But when I was telling them and stuff, whatever, one of my boys said when he was getting married and stuff, whatever, before he proposed to his girl, he spent $1,500, and she's like, she put it on her chain.
Oh! Oh my god! Like she loves you, but like it's just not enough.
It's not enough to go on the championship hand.
Ouch.
Oh my god, that's
So
like
he had to take. He
school.
took that one back. Took that one back. She gave him that one back and stuff for her. He's like, yo, I'm gonna upgrade the ring and stuff and everything. And then he ended up spending, I think, like close to $3,000. And then she was wearing that thing like it was nothing, doing her single lady dance. No more, bitches. She's doing a dance. And I was like, it has to show, like,
it's a reflection of you.
yes,
As a partner. It's what she likes, but it's also a reflection of her man. Like, I kind of, like, okay, so, my girlfriend is engaged, right? Or was engaged. And
I was gonna say
we
congrats,
went out.
but let me take back my congrats.
She's married now.
Oh, okay.
And
What's going on?
Congrats.
Okay, congrats again, friend.
her, how do I say this without airing out who this is?
Your discretion is advised.
Anyways, so we went out, and this guy approached her and told her she's beautiful, and he wants to buy her a bottle of champagne. Like, he's like, you're so beautiful. Like, you took my breath away. Like, so all this shit to her. And I'm thinking he's drunk. And she's like, oh, I'm engaged. Like, she showed her ring. And then he's like, where is it? And it was on her finger, but it was a small ring. It was a small ring. It was cute, and I know she was happy about it.
It was cute. It was cute.
It was so cute.
I don't like when women use that word cute. I don't like when women use the word cute.
Don't call the ring that I bought you cute.
No, the woman said, she looked at the baby, she's like, oh, the baby's gorgeous, so adorable. That's one way. Then the woman say, oh, it's cute. No, nigga, I'm not taking that
Like,
shit.
it's
Abort mission.
It was cute. And the man asked her what it was, and she's like, it's right here on my finger. He's like, how'd you say yes to something you can't see?
Oh,
and I was like, oh
this
my
nigga's
God.
a
Like,
hater.
He was a
Yo.
hater. Then, like, I guess, like, she dismissed him anyways, and she got really drunk, and she's just saying, you know, like, it's kind of small or whatever, but I just
Confessions
don't
like
want to
Usher start coming out.
Yeah, like, girl, like, you know, she just got really emotional about it, and I'm like, you know, it is what it is. He gave it to you. You said yes. So, I mean, like, you know, maybe he'll upgrade it in the future because they're both in school. So, you know, like, they're trying to get
I
their
think
shit
ring
together.
upgrades come too, whatever. Because when I hit like the 5-year mark in the marriage and stuff, whatever, we upgraded the ring.
It is what it is, especially depending on how you started. Like, if you didn't start with a nugget, like, of course you're going to want to upgrade in maybe like 5 years, depending on the type of person that you are.
True.
If she's not even big on jewelry, it might not ever come up. But it, you know, it's something that you guys will both talk about. Like, me and my boyfriend, we went to look at engagement rings on my birthday. We went to Tiffany's, and that was fun. That was very fun. I had so much fun in there.
Listen,
and then
my wife got 2 rings, I got 2 bands, and I wear whatever one matches.
whatever one matches for the day.
I either got the silver band on,
the
or I
black
got the
tee
black
on. So
band
yeah, so
on.
you got the black band on.
Yeah, and she's got 2 rings too. It's just one of those things. Like you start off with something.
Yeah. Then
Then eventually, you know, you see something that looks a little bit nicer, or you know what I mean, a again, it was never the intention of staying with this ring.
Right.
Yeah.
Eventually, you thought of the upgrading. So I mean,
Because that's more again what we're talking about. That's like when you want to marry for love and you're in love and you want to be with this person and you want to give them a symbol of your love and like you just got to start with something to let them know that you're serious. Like,
yeah,
you know
you
what
just
I mean?
run to the bubblegum machine.
Look.
I was gonna say onion ring.
Onion ring.
It's
Onion
not
ring.
Burger King,
yeah.
onion ring, we ding. Hey boo.
Sorry, I had a
It's a
stroke.
hack.
Shit,
It's a
she
hack.
like she about to shank me.
It's a wedding ring. It's a wedding ring.
It's a wedding ring hat.
Yeah.
See, my thing. Okay, let me ask you this. Fuck all the bullshit. Fuck the pretty shit. How much, like minimum, how much would you spend for an engagement ring?
I'd say around 35 to 4.
Okay. Minimum for
Don't
you.
ask me.
No, I'm asking you.
Don't
As I said, fuck all the dumb
I just
shit.
said I went to Tiffany's. Don't ask me. Shit.
Minimum a man can spend to buy you an engagement ring.
I'm not gonna put a price on it, like because I know that when you go to Tiffany's, you're paying for the name.
Right.
Right.
So you could take that money and go somewhere else and put a chicken nugget on my finger.
And you be good with that?
I'd be fine with that. My thing is I just love that. So what I'm saying is that for the size that you're getting for a certain price,
Right.
you can take it somewhere else where it's not about the name. You can go to an actual jeweler and get a bigger rock. And I'm very simple. I like just a single band with a solitaire rock. I don't want no clusters, no extra stones. Put the money in the fucking rock. Like, I don't want all the extra jewel and bling and shit. Like, just very simple. That is the type of person that I am. I'm not going to put my minimum on here because the world will beat my ass. I'm not about to get dragged up and down the internet.
Nah, you can put your word. Come on, put your word.
Nah,
up
because
there,
the
man.
ring that I'm not
we
talking
like
about
the
it.
ratings.
No, I know you do. You can sleep at night. It's not your phone going mentions. Yo, what's wrong with this bitch? Like, it's not your phone. It's mine. It's my, I have to live with myself. Okay, so it's okay for me, my man, to talk about these things. She doesn't need to know. Okay, my man was okay with it. He said okay. My man didn't. My man had no problem. It was fine.
Yo.
It was fine. For my man to give my man a ring. He's not very flashy. He would like something with maybe a little bit of a stone in it. I don't have a problem with that. Like, I would give him something. I'd give him something nice. I'd give him something from Cartier or whatever he wants. I would, like, if money's no object, I would have no problem spending 5 to 10.
For him?
Yeah, I'd give him something nice.
No, I mean
Something nice. Because, like, if I could, he wants to be like, like he said it in the story. He said, why are men's rings so boring? I'm married too. Like, he wants a little bit of a little flash.
Yeah, that's some rocks in mine.
Yeah, a little bit of rock. I would spend some money.
Some rocks in mine.
I would spend some money.
Don't you got rocks in yours?
Yeah,
and the other one?
got 3. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, you got
It
rocks.
costs money. It should cost money. But, you know,
We like nice things too, but y'all just kind of be missing us out, you know.
no one's dragging my ass.
This is true.
No one's dragging my ass, so we're not talking about this
This-
anymore.
this-
Next subject.
This is true.
You. What is your absolute?
My minimum?
Yeah, minimum.
My minimum was 3 racks.
3 racks?
My minimum was 3 racks and stuff, and I think the most I should go for an engagement ring is probably like 10. Like that's me. From
What
3
if
to,
money's no object to you?
if money's no object, whatever, I'm
Then if money's no object for me, I'm bringing her to go pick that ring.
Pick the stone. Pick it.
And it's just because at that point it's whatever you if money's no object to me, it's whatever's
Does it
gonna
matter?
make you love.
I want her to be safe. Like,
Yeah.
If money's no object and stuff, whatever, like
Okay,
I'll
you pick it.
put a fucking hope diamond on her finger, but then somebody might see her somewhere and be like, "This heifer." Yo, they just clock her shit. Yo, they just clock her shit in her head.
Can't put your hand in your
Yeah, you can't fit your hand in your. Oh, my rock is too damn big. To
when
fit my
money's no
shit.
object, she's not gonna be anywhere where people will be at her.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
you
it.
think?
You're not walking
You
down
think?
the street casually.
And
people
when money's no object like that,
even
Marv.
Keisha Kara's ring is really the size of a fucking, like, you know the sauce you get from McDonald's?
Yeah, the chicken McNugget.
Yeah, like literally her ring is, her diamond, the one diamond is that big. I don't think she wears it every day. I'm pretty sure she wears like her band, which is stones.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I'm about to say that shit is not practical as fuck.
it's basically impractical. So, you know, there has to be a point where like you draw the line, like, okay, this doesn't make sense.
If you notice, a lot of rich people will only bring out their shit when they're going somewhere, like
Where people are like them.
Yeah, where it's time to bring your shit.
Yeah,
out.
they don't care. That's the thing. People with real money, they don't care to come outside and flex on regular.
No,
people,
I think, but no, it's not even like probably a subtle flex. But my thing and stuff is that it should be at least practical in the type of aspect and stuff for her. Because in any case, I want to see some people wearing some bands. I see some dudes that they're married and they're not wearing wedding bands. And I see some women out here and stuff, whatever. They're saying they're married, but they're not wearing no ring. Right. So I'm like...
Sometimes there was no ring. I was reading a thread on Twitter, and this girl was like, "Oh, like we got married, no rings, because I don't believe in jewelry." I was like, "Hey, like that's something I've never heard of."
They got tattoos or something?
No,
nothing.
No, just faith, hope, license. That's it.
No,
that was enough.
I need y'all to stay away from my fucking woman. So that's why I'm gonna throw a rock on her finger. Like she's spoken for.
Right.
Back up.
That doesn't mean anything. Again, like that man at the bar, and he said to my friend, like, how you say yes to something you can't see. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yo, that was some... I know. Some dude hit a gut punch on one of my friends and stuff like that one day. We all went out, and there was a dude came up to his girl. When she came up and stuff, and he's talking to her, she's like, oh, no, I'm with him. He's like, oh, my bad. I didn't know. How long you guys been together for and stuff, right? So I'm like, nigga.
Like, why'd
you ask?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a gut punch and stuff, whatever. Right? And then he's like, before he walked away, he's like, if you were mine, you have a ring on your finger and stuff to let the world know and stuff that you're mine. I'm like, this nigga sleeping on the couch tonight. Because it's a wrap. And she had a little, like a little slow talk and stuff. And I'm like, I'm going to pray for you, my man. I hope y'all still together after this. And they were. I was like, which is good.
That's cute. That means they fuck with each other. They're there for each other.
I don't know. Like,
that's cute.
I put a rock to kind of claim my area.
It's the right thing to do.
my great grandfathers did it.
They did that.
They forefathers. They submitted.
Yeah, so
they set the trend.
I'm just a chain breaker. I'm just a chain breaker. That's it.
Yeah.
Khaleesi got nothing on me. I'm a breaker of chains, man. I got this. I got all this.
No.
I can't come here again.
Oh, you're a guest, man. You're a regular guest. So
Yo, okay, let me ask you
your fellow Cancerian. Don't let Marv over there to piss you off.
I know, right?
St. Marv?
St. Marv.
I told the world I'm St. Marv.
You're problematic as fuck.
Do you agree with the statement, I have the pussy, I make the rules?
Yes.
Why?
Because I have a vagina.
So in a relationship and stuff, a man has no say.
No. Like you could think you have.
You can think. You can think. Steve says.
You can think whatever.
Holy shit!
We'll let you assume certain things.
Whatever.
Holy shit!
I can make you look good, but it's not. That's not how it works. You could wear the pants.
But you picked out the pants.
Yeah, I picked out the pants.
That's fucked up.
You could wear the pants, but I picked them out.
So men make no rules, and
I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying like
women are, and one of the listeners submitted a question about men make why do men make ultimatums? I'm like, no, bullshit. That's women, because you guys have this rule thing going on and stuff, whatever. Paul Wall said in the song, "I got the world in my hand, you got the world in your pants."
Basically.
What about us?
What about you?
I don't.
What about
shit? Yeah. I was about to get in my brandy bag and start singing. What about us? She's like, what about y'all?
Like where we going with this?
Yeah. Like, hold on.
What you want to talk about your ultimatums?
Well, no. I want to talk about why we don't make no rules.
But you do make the rules.
Such as?
You basically drive the whole relationship to what it's going to be or what it's not going to be.
Us.
The ball is in your court.
When you have the pussy, you make the rules.
Yes, I make the rules.
How does that make sense?
When we get into the relationship.
Oh, so when we get into the relationship, and then when you shut down pussy,
it's a role reversal at that point.
Reversal. Yes, it's an exchange of power.
But then when we don't get some things and stuff under our belt, we're assholes because we're asking for it, we're begging for these things, quote unquote. Like let's say sex. When I'm hearing married couples and stuff on average having sex like twice a month, I was like, I'm gonna pray for some dude.
It's pathetic.
Yeah, that's fucking pathetic. You all right? You look like you had a stroke over there.
I have that.
What?
Even happen, man.
That doesn't make sense to him.
Average. That's average.
He's not your average.
Yeah. Look at you. See, that's why he always welcomes you back. Well done. He is not your average.
Oh my god.
But that's what I'm saying. There's tons of people and stuff that in relationships. That's the average. Twice a month.
That's crazy.
Twice a month.
Unless you just had a baby, like.
Is
something.
it though? Baby came out vagina.
But
Baby came out like your
like
hand.
there's circumstances that would explain why that's happening. Like you're sick, you're ill, you had a baby, you're traveling, like. But to just be in the same house with each other all month and you only fuck twice, like that's
true.
Dark.
And then for that to be an average.
That's
like,
an average?
Yeah,
Not like you had a bad month.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like That's an
You
average.
had a bad year?
Yo, because I always look at stuff as like, yo, two things come up. One, the woman is an asshole. I judge women and stuff, and I'm like, yo, you good, my G? He's like, you seem kind of tense. You should go home and get you some pussy.
Right.
And the dude, he kind of huffed and puffed. Yeah, I wish I could. I was like, wait, what the fuck? How are you married, but then you can't get what?
Because it is what it is.
Like me, I had a thing, so whatever. Like, if I'm tired, I come home from work and everything, and I'm like, all right, I got food for later, cook or whatever. I'll go home and take a nap. Took a nap, and then I was telling some coworker, he's like, yo, you took a nap after work? How did you sleep at night? I'm like, I have a wife. I jumped on her. We fuck. Tires me out. I go to bed.
Go back to sleep.
And the man was giving me a look like, you've been married longer than me. What the fuck you mean?
That's luxury living.
That's
It's like
for
a
some
honeymoon
people.
stage. Yeah, for some people, that's like, whoa. Unheard of.
That's what I was
You
looking
get to
for.
sleep with your wife at nighttime?
Like, what? Yeah. Men are sleeping on the couch. She's there? Like, what?
So I'm like,
The
yo,
same bed?
I'm like, she has the pussy, she makes the rules. I'm like, yo, but it's understandable why some dudes cheat. I can understand why some guys cheat.
Why, because they're not getting none?
That's not a good enough reason to cheat?
No.
Are you shitting me? Yo. Ding, ding. Now we about to fight. Yo.
I mean, if it's good enough to have as an argument for divorce,
Yo.
I would say it would be good enough for an argument to cheat.
Thank you.
So wait. But you're not getting none. You got some. You got it twice a month. That's some. That ain't
I'm not
none.
negotiating that shit. You don't get what you deserve, you get what you fucking negotiate. I'm gonna negotiate some shit. Be like, yo, look. Yo.
All right, 3.
I'm gonna give you that Saturday. That
Yo.
one Saturday in the
That
month you
Saturday.
can get.
That Saturday, I'm going nuts. Yo.
right.
Phones are off. I'm shutting shit down. Yo, I might even pop a blue pill that day.
Oh my
I'm like,
my
yo,
God.
yo. I'm like, yo, you riding this shit till it goes soft. I don't give a fuck. We
That's
bought lube.
gross.
Yo,
That is gross.
yo.
I guess you negotiated your one day a month. Your one Saturday.
Yo.
And then you get the Wednesday when the kids are at band practice or something.
I'll take the quickie for that.
You take the quickie.
I'll take the quickie for that. Band practice, sports.
You know,
Something.
you know what sucks? Because she gonna give you that extra one day in that month, but it's just gonna be like,
Yeah.
Starfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want no pity pussy. I don't want no
oh,
pity
it's Saturday
pussy.
again?
Are you done yet? Come on, get it over with. Let's go.
See, and
Like
this is
Oh.
see, and that's why some people cheat. This is why some people cheat. Some men cheat. Because some dudes and stuff like that, like, yo,
Some boys cheat. Men
more
don't cheat.
black men don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat.
That's right.
I don't think. But I'm different. I don't think sex is enough to cheat.
Sex isn't enough to cheat.
No.
But most
But
women will say it's
women-
emotional.
I was about to say,
most
for you
women-
guys, it's a
yeah,
It's
it's
want.
emotional.
I honestly,
It's a need for
this gets sticky.
Let's get
No,
sticky.
it's good sticky.
It gets sticky. Like, okay, some people can just cheat and it's just purely physical, and some people cheat and it's emotional. Like they're already mentally checked out of their relationship.
Right.
Right,
I feel like that's
right.
what women do.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a pattern that I've noticed too, where it's like when a lot of women step out, it's not just because they're unfulfilled. It's actually because they can deal with a sexual partner who's not as fulfilling.
Absolutely. I heard women,
Because
if they're
they
with a
can
guy
fake
with a little
orgasms and
dick,
shit.
whatever, like when in a relationship,
Yeah.
they're in love, it grows 2 inches.
It's like whatever. It's like the greatest thing in the fucking world because you love him.
Right.
Right.
Right? And that like does a lot, but like men won't just be like, okay, I'm gonna fuck you, but I need to really fuck, so I gotta go somewhere else. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just so ill. Like, really? Like, you can't just like figure it out. Like, you gotta go somewhere else. Ew.
No, everything's up for discussion in my world. I feel like
I can see that you don't have no boundaries.
yeah, that's very true.
Yes.
I don't give two fucks.
He's an open book.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like to talk about things too, but you just like I got on the show and you asked me if I squirt. Like, can I process my like
Nah, off the bat. Off the bat.
off the rip?
Off the
like you
rip.
just rip off the
Oh
band.
me, oh my, off the rip.
That's it. What the hell,
Who cheats better, men or women?
woman?
Why?
Men are sloppy.
I'm gonna have to agree with that.
You say women?
I say women.
Women. Because women, like, this is the thing. Like we just said, women, when they cheat, they're, like, emotional, right? It like, what, 7 times out of 10, it's because, like, the other person is making them happier.
Right.
And everything else.
Pretty much making them feel like a superstar.
Yeah, making them feel like a superstar. You know, the niggas telling her hair looks good. You don't do that no more. It's curtains for you. So, like, you know.
I've heard that in the curtains.
Curtains for you. So, like, I feel like they do a cleaner job. Like, when they're done with that person, they come home, like, they're just all neat. And nothing changes. The dynamic in the household, or, like, whatever it is, your relationship does not change.
Right.
Men cheat, and everything changes. You start acting cold. You start acting weird. You're jittery. You're jumpy.
I can agree to
that. Nah,
that.
man, I ain't do nothing. I ain't doing shit. What the fuck you talking about? Like, you're passive aggressive. Like, women can do both. It's weird. Like,
well, you guys have a better multitasking skill.
I don't know what it is,
range
but
than us.
like, they can do both. Like, you guys will just might stop sleeping with your partner altogether. More than, like, a woman would.
Well, yeah, depending on the dude, he might.
Dude.
Yeah, he might have bust off his nut there.
Yeah.
So when he get back home, he's like, oh,
I can't do it.
bed.
Shower, like, I'm dirty. I'm done. Like, women would be like, okay, let me just shower. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let me just clean up.
But then you got some men that'll go ham just to
kill
kill suspicion.
Yeah.
Say, oh, I better go here tonight too as well before she start thinking, well, we only did 2 times this month.
Exactly. Before that, why is my marriage sexless? Like, why is my relationship sexless? Like, you know.
Some people ask that, whatever. But like I said, for women,
We're not.
and men,
Why aren't we fucking? So if you're not getting here, we getting it from. Some people are just blunt like that. But I think that women are definitely better at it because you guys are fucking sloppy. Your dick smells like fucking another bitch. Like, you guys are such a mess.
Damn, they
didn't
cheating. You not using a
properly.
condom though?
Damn.
A lot of people cheating don't use condoms. I've seen men cheat and go fuck their pregnant girlfriend.
Wow.
That's nasty. That's
Okay.
nasty. I've seen some horrible shit on the. I'm 24. Okay, I've seen some horrible shit all the time. Like, this is what these 20-year-olds be
Imagine
doing.
when you're 34.
I don't want to be 34.
What kind of shit you might
I'm
see
hoping
then?
everybody's gonna be married and relaxed. Because I don't know, do anal. That's from you. Relax. Fucking relax. I don't know what's happening with people my age. Okay,
Yo,
like, it's enough.
so with the whole Breakfast Club argument and stuff, whatever, we were talking about this the other day. But should women give men credit for not cheating?
No, fuck you.
Why not?
You don't get a gold cookie for washing the dishes after you eat.
I think if you're a former womanizer,
Foreman whore, you get a gold star for settling down. Okay, from maybe your previous entanglements, you don't get a gold star from the woman you're with.
No, I look at it stuff as that. If you're so trends that far on the dark side, now you're coming to go good.
That you want your
Right.
partner to, like, give you a cookie.
There's a little appreciation.
Maybe if your partner was like, maybe you gave your partner bun so bad, like, over the last.
But means cheating to the non-Jamaican West Indian folks.
Maybe if you got bun and, like, oh, he's not cheating anymore, I could see why you might say something like that. But I'm not gonna compliment you on for something that you just.
It's the obligation in a relationship.
Yeah,
Right,
like, you
right.
choose to be monogamous. Like, this is what we do. Like, okay, I'm not fucking other niggas. You gonna rub my feet? Like,
I rub your feet. Yeah, I'm glad.
because I'm not fucking other niggas?
Yeah.
That is pathetic. You don't see what's wrong with 2020? That is so pathetic.
How's that pathetic?
What?
So, okay. If I go out there, you and I were in a bootleg hypothetical relationship.
Okay.
I go out there and stuff with her. Some chicks trying to pick me up and all the above. Am I supposed to come home and tell you that some women try to pick me up?
Why not?
Oh, okay. Oh, see, I wasn't expecting that.
I think it's kind of funny.
I would, if you came in and stuff like, hey, babe, I'm like, what's up?
I mean, you brought your ass home, so it's...
Be like, yo, some guy at Shoppers try to pick me up. Some guy at the gas station try to pick me up. I'm like, God damn, these stories are just nothing but just raising the fuel and firing me. Be like,
Honestly,
your
I had a
obligation.
man that I was talking to just drop me because, like, he said that happened too much. And not that I was telling him, but, like, his last straw was, like, I got out the car downtown. I think I went to a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, a guy followed me out the gas station and back to the car. And I said, yo, like, you know, my dude's in the car. Like, you're going to have a problem. And he's like, yeah, I can't do this. He's like, you get too much attention. Like, I can't do this. Like, I'm done. I was like, what? That was enough for him.
Wow.
We were together. We were just talking, like, just, you know, whatever, vibing and shit. But he just said, like, nah, like, he got pissed off because, like, this guy came up to, like, the car and said, oh, like, you're lucky. Like, she's really pretty. You sure you want her? You could pass her over here. Like, he was just disrespectful. Like, he was disrespectful. And I wasn't paying him no mind. Like, you know, like, I'm walking shit for because I'm like, I don't even want to talk to this guy. Like, this guy's like, you're bothering me. Like, you know? He was just, like, really rude. But,
shit.
Yeah. It can be a lot for some people. Some people, like, be like, oh, really? That's funny. What'd you do? Like, me. I'm
gonna ask, you don't want to hear. You don't want to hear at all. You don't.
Well, I don't want to hear the stories. I think that's your obligation and stuff, whatever. Like
to shut it down.
Yeah, just to shut it down. Like you're if we're in a monogamous relationship and stuff, just shut it down. Just call it a day.
Okay,
right.
But then we have people like Aisha Curry. Men don't pay attention to me. I don't get no attention from other men. There's people like that.
Turn your head and look at that nigga over there. I've been telling you.
I was agreeing with you. What are you talking about?
Shut your ass up.
You need to go back.
You on the bandwagon, then you off the bandwagon.
You need to go back to the tapes. I was with you. I said, listen, she don't need no attention from nobody else. Ain't nobody gonna give her attention because they already know who her damn husband is. Why is she crying?
And what'd your groupie ass say?
It's kind of true though, where like if you're dating a man of a certain status, like people may not approach you. Like you want to be approached
if you're in a relationship?
He's a public figure. Now that I understand what she's saying in a sense of like, am I still attractive because no one's fucking stepped to me in a while? Regardless. But you have to understand that when your man is a public figure, those numbers start to diminish. Everybody loves Steph Curry. Like, no one hates Steph Curry.
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. No one hates Steph Curry. So those numbers are going to diminish. But then you might be like, am I still, like, if you're an insecure kind of, like, you start to pick up yourself,
But if he tells her, you're gorgeous, you're beautiful, and all the above, why does it matter?
I think she's bugging. And you said, your man's a fucking multi-millionaire. Sit down. Relax. You're bugging. You're good.
She just didn't have nothing else to say on that talk show.
Yeah. I felt like
That's what it was.
But I honestly, I felt like I understand where she's coming from, but I'm like, yo, you are married to Steph Curry, like, and you've been with him since you've been a kid, like, you've been with him forever. What the fuck are you bawling about? Like, it'd make more sense if she just said, like, oh, you know, like, you start to wonder, like, do I still look good? Do I still, you know, have that little fire to me? You know?
And the truth of the matter is that she's in different circles now. You know what I mean? Originally, she's what? She's originally from. She's originally from here.
Yeah.
Okay, so drop her back into the hood where she originally from.
Man's will walk up to her.
Man's is chopping her.
Yeah,
man, she's getting chopped left, right, and center.
I shot my shot after she said that shit. I slid right in her DM.
Oh my god, why are you like this? Why are you like this? Like, no, that's what I guess. Like, Marvin's right. Like, Joseph is right. Like, in certain places, I guess people would still just kind of be like, yo,
shooters gonna shoot, baby.
Yeah,
shooters gonna shoot.
She's just in the wrong circles.
Yeah, like, no one in Beverly Hills is gonna fucking walk up to Aisha Curry, like Steph Curry's wife. Not even your name doesn't exist anymore. You're just Steph Curry's wife.
Exactly.
And no one's gonna be like, oh wow, you're beautiful. Can I like take you on a date? Like, for what?
I mean, they already know you're beautiful. They're just not gonna acknowledge it.
Yeah, like, let me just mind my business. Yeah, that's it. No one's saying you're not beautiful. It's just, you know.
Yeah, you're Steph Curry beautiful.
Yeah, you're Steph Curry's beautiful. That's it. That's where you belong.
Actually, that might be a thing, though. Yeah, you're your husband's beautiful.
Yeah, your husband's beautiful.
But some women won't be happy with that.
I dated a guy, and like, people, me and him were together for a while, and like, I kind of noticed that like you said, when you're within the same circle,
yeah,
like, people that would normally compliment me, not that like I cared for it, but I noticed that they stopped saying anything to me altogether.
Right.
Like, certain men, they just stop breathing like air. Like, they just, anytime I walk that head, I don't even know what that is. Like, the fuck? They didn't say nothing to me. And then
you felt the type of way about it?
I didn't feel the type of way about it, but I took notice of it, that like, oh, this one guy, he would always tell me, like, you always smell so good, your perfume smells so good, like, you just, like, he's just, all the time. Then when he realized who I was with, he just started talking to me. And he's just like, oh, okay. Like, I
think that's guy code, though. You know what I mean? Because more time, listen.
It depends on if they respect the man, too.
I'm with my boys. If a guy came in with a girl and she's looking fire, the first thing a man's going to tell you is say, yo, are you with that?
And if
he say yeah, and he says, all right, cool.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. If you say no, he's gonna tell you, nah, go ahead.
He's gonna
step up and go talk.
He'll
you know how much rap and R&B songs made about stealing a person's woman and boo and all that type of shit. miss me with that.
But they're not
shit.
following guy code, Marv.
They've been not following guy
that's a lack
code.
of respect for the man too.
And that's what I'm saying. It's
So
the
like,
respect thing. I agree with what you were saying.
So if they don't respect the man, then it's like, why would I care?
Guy code, but there's a guy code, Marv. I'm telling you, if I see a dude,
and I know that you're not a random nigga.
You have respect.
Yeah.
guy code.
Yeah, that's not every damn guy.
No, not every guy follows guy code.
And that's what I'm saying. When it comes to the bar, if we're using guy code and stuff, there's tons of dudes that breach guy code.
Yes, I ain't gonna lie. There is tons of guys that breach guy code,
like,
but it's a code. If I see you, if you come in with a girl, right? The correct thing to do is to ask you, are you with that lady, right?
Exactly.
If you're with that lady, then cool. I'ma back off. If you're not, I'ma shoot my shot. That's how guy code gotta work. Okay. But not everybody respects guy code.
Yeah. So we got some different kind of kids out here today, folks.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Things are different now. Maybe not now. I think they just kind of always been the same. Just
It's now being heightened and stuff, but being seen more.
Now you got the Sharon Karen.
yeah, let's call it that. Let's call it that.
All right, let's wrap this up and stuff. Let's talk about this election thing real quick. Oh, America has a daddy, a new daddy, new daddy, as of January 20th. And
what do you think about this new daddy?
You know what? Less racism.
Normal racism.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to normal racism.
Did you see my Black Friday? My Buy Black Friday post?
Yeah. I see.
That's my sentiment right now.
Like my
like, cool. Y'all got Trump out. You got Biden and Kamala in. But guess what? Stop the singing and blood clot dancing and keep on demanding. You understand? Keep demanding. You hold these guys' feet to the fire. Democrats haven't done anything for black people. Republicans ain't done nothing for black people. Stop singing this bullshit. Make them start doing some stuff for us.
It's so much bigger than black and white though, because they don't do shit for the country on either end. Like they don't do shit for the country, and even worse, like they don't do shit for like low income people. So
no, they tend to do things for their constituents, for their people.
Yeah, exactly. Like each it doesn't matter which party it is. They each look out for people that are like them.
Yeah.
That's all it comes down to. And like I personally don't understand all the singing and clapping, because I'm like, okay, so Kamala and Joe, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, they ain't shit either. It's just that I understand you need to get Trump out of power, but they necessarily ain't shit either. Little Miss Mass Incarceration Harris, can we like her? And then what's the biggest issue is that, first of all, when do they announce the Senate? January?
Yeah.
The Senate is still Republican. And so is the Supreme Court. They have
the Senate still
who cares if your VP and your president
Supreme Court is
Democratic?
Because Supreme Court is still Republican.
Yeah, though you have bigger issues when the House is Republican.
Right.
That's
Let me tell you something.
That's a problem.
For someone who doesn't give a shit or like politics,
my shit.
You know some shit about politics.
Yeah, I do. I know enough because I'm not trying to drown out here. Are you crazy? If they shit, we smell it. So, like, come on, you need to at least know like the basics. So I'm like, I see people applauding, and like, I don't think a lot of the way how I look at it.
I think my opinion. I think the why they're applauding is like
just to get rid of Trump.
Yeah, when the tables will turn.
But don't. Like, they're looking at
he's petty, though,
these people as heroes. Like, oh my God, they're going to change everything. And I'm like, you guys are going to be so fucking disappointed.
But it's the same thing when it came to Obama. Because I never forget when Obama was going in, the funniest thing one dude said, he's like, he said just like this. And it reminded me of fucking Riley from the Boondocks. He's like, yo, when Obama get in, nigga, I'm acting a fool. There ain't gonna be no white cops pulling me over. I'm be in my car smoking my weed, burning my tree. I'm like, why? Because the president's black? He's like, hell yeah. They don't know if I'm related to the president or not. I'm like, your name is Wilkinson, though. The president's name is like Obama.
Beezy.
Like, yo, I was like, all right, fuck it. Yeah. He's like, you're not about to move different? I'm like, no. I'm taking my black ass right back to Canada. Exactly. Fuck all that dumb shit.
Exactly. Like, people are looking at Kamala. I'm like, she's not. She's black, but she ain't kinfolk. A lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah.
Like, she might identify, and she's gonna identifying is a thing that's very important because we're so desperate for representation.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
We look at her She not like us. She look like
what-
us, but she not like us.
But that's the funny thing is because we look at her and we say one of us, right?
Just like we did with Barack.
She looks her and her Brock. They look at themselves and they say we're one of them.
Yeah, they're still politicians.
Before we're one of you, we're one of them.
That's like how people are arguing about all the tax stuff that they were talking about with Biden and Trump and whatever and all the rich people. And I'm like, you don't understand that rich black people, they're rich first, and then they're black after. I'm sorry, and a lot of them don't, but a lot of them don't realize is that even when it comes down to certain things, your black ass when you're on the road, you're still a nigga. So to certain people, they're still gonna see you as you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to anything else, they realize that
Look at
it's money
LeBron.
first, their assets first. That is who they are first. So they're gonna protect all that first. So if that means that voting Republican is what's gonna save them from getting taxed out their ass, they don't give a fuck about you because they rich niggas first.
Listen,
unfortunately,
anybody dealing with business, white, black, brown, yellow, green,
Exactly.
will deal with Trump before
For
anybody else
exactly.
because Trump is for business.
yeah, because they don't give a fuck about socialism and stuff like that. They're about capitalism.
Facts.
That's just it. That's it. A lot of people, they don't. A lot of people
Like
don't understand that.
Like even like in the process and stuff when this whole thing was winding down, like, they were cussing Lil Wayne. They were cussing people like Lil Wayne, Cube, and all that. I'm like,
Right.
man, look, if you a black person getting this MAGA money, go get your MAGA money.
That's it.
Go
But the
get your
problem
MAGA.
is that we see. This is the thing that we have so much access to celebrities now as well. Whereas before, our access and how we saw them was so limited to like an interview, like a magazine article, like a concert. Like we couldn't be like a click away from reading Cube's thoughts like on the election. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we're just so involved now. Everything is so different. And I'm like, people are so disappointed, but I'm like, they've always been like this. It's just that now we can just
Reach
their
out,
brain
kiss
is
me.
right
Yeah.
there
see it.
on the
You can see
screen.
it, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of them, I think a lot of them just don't have good PR because I'm like, you really shouldn't be saying this shit. Like, your fans are broke. Like, again, like with Saweetie, I'm like, your fans is broke, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Right.
like, who are you for? Are you for the people that made you? Or, like, are you just, I've removed myself from the ghetto now, so let me just, I'm Republican because I care about my assets and my money and that's it.
But there's some people are just party favorites and stuff, whatever, too, right? They just stick to like, oh, I'm gonna be Democrat, I'm gonna be Republican, I'm just gonna be that.
Yeah.
And they're not even looking on the business aspect.
Because
and
they
stuff,
don't
whatever.
care.
Pretty much.
They don't care. Or for some people, like,
And some people don't want to change, whatever. Like they're reluctant to change.
Yeah.
yeah, some people are reluctant to change, and a lot of people are also like, ignorance is bliss. So if you don't mind it, it can't really hurt you because you're just gonna keep living regardless, right? There are a lot of people like that.
There is a lot of people like that.
Especially in America. America's education system is fucking horrible. Like, I don't understand. Like, this girl tweeted, she's like, I thought you guys said Kamala Harris was Asian. Now she's Indian? I'm like, oh my fucking God. Like, there's no way. Like, their education, you have to excuse them sometimes.
It's
Like, you,
I want to, but I can't.
like, I can't
'Cause we're
either
adults.
because we're adults,
Yeah.
but sometimes you really just have to excuse them. Their education system is bloody horrible.
I realized that America's strength and the way how it's grown is been built on keeping a majority of their population stupid.
But that's what I always
think that's the
say.
world, though.
That is
That
the world.
that is
the world.
But I think
the leader of
America
the
has
world-
mastered that.
Well,
Oh,
no,
no,
because
they
I
mastered
think the
that, for sure.
population, I think the population
For
type
sure.
of aspect and stuff, whatever.
Right.
Because remember, like, population is approximately 340 million,
Okay.
right?
Really?
Yeah, in America.
It's a bit smaller than I thought it was.
Not land wise, it's smaller.
No,
But
I mean
like,
the population
population?
number wise. Like in my head, like I was thinking there's more, but yeah, okay.
It's about that, whatever. So like when you come down to it, especially on this side of the hemisphere of the world,
Right.
yo, they're gonna get all the heat. Same thing you were saying and stuff, whatever. When they shit, you smell it.
Yeah,
That's regardless. That's north and that's south and South America as well and stuff, whatever. So they just focus on that. They glorified a lot of the social and the news and freedom of speech type of shit. So all eyes is basically on them. So those things and stuff will come up more often, focus on them because everybody's like they're the bigger superpower or they're more people and everything. Canada has what, 37 million approximately, close to it.
Right.
Mexico and stuff I think under 30 million.
wow.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like we're looking at the numbers and stuff. Less than 40 30, 340 million. Where are you gonna turn your eyes to?
Yeah, but when I say, when I say, you know, it's a business of keeping people dumb. Like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but here in Canada, at least, our educational system is a
lot better.
A lot better than it is in the US.
That's why Americans strive to send their kids to private schools, Catholic schools, charter schools, and then see. I'm not saying kids here don't go to post-secondary, but over there, they really push for their kids to get college educated. Because not only is it, and to go out of state, because it's like the experience, and then that's really the only way, like, to them, that is considered educated. Like, over here, it's like, if you go through primary school and high school, they'll consider you educated. Yeah. But over there, like, going to post-secondary, it's a big deal, because Americans are fucking stupid. Like, I'm sorry, but they are, as a nation, they are very daft. And it's not their fault. It's like, you know, Joseph is right. Their whole system banks on them just not knowing anything.
True.
At all.
True.
So it's like, and they want it to stay that way. Because then they can just run things the way how they want to.
It's so funny because you watch like the protests and you rise and you see some of these people and you say to yourself, how could you be so ass backwards, hick, stupid?
How?
Like it's
how?
It's dumb.
I watched the video.
What might be common sense to you may not be common sense to another, though.
Okay, I watched a video from a Trump rally, and a man said that he's like, so they were talking about Barack, right? And he just said that, like, oh, you know, he wasn't born here, fuck Barack, whatever. But his birth certificate said, I can't trust that. Like, maybe if there was some, they were like, maybe if there were some witnesses, like his parents, no, they're biased. They have complete, like, right to be biased. They're like, but what about Trump? Oh, but, like, Trump has been here forever. Like, you know, his parents could tell you that. But, like, why doesn't that work for Barack? Crickets. Like, you know what I mean? They're just, how could you be so hick-ass redneck? You're a redneck! That's it. Literally a redneck from some butt-fuck nowhere town. Like, that's it. That's it.
You grew up on a farm. There was no education.
Grew up on a farm.
You learned how to count cows. That was it.
And those are the people. They might be fucked up, but they're gonna vote, eh?
Yeah,
they're gonna vote, and they know
if there's
who the
one thing they've
senator
been educated on, it's that.
Politics.
It's that
because they don't play about their land, they don't play about their fucking taxes, they don't play about the things that they believe in.
Yep.
That's it. Those southern states, those people down there, they don't play, and it's been like that for years.
I know my rights.
Yeah, exactly. They know their rights. So when you see them walking,
that's my favorite Caucasian line. The caucasity of them.
I know my rights.
My rights.
My rights.
Hey, back up! I know my rights.
I'm well within my rights. That's another one. That's another
I'm well within my rights.
Oh, fuck. Holy shit. No, America's in shambles. In shambles. I had to talk to my girl the other day because she has credit card debt. Mm-hmm. And the credit card debt is from like 2014. And they're threatening to sue her. I'm like, yo, when they call back, tell them that the statute of limitations has passed because it's 2 years in Ontario. So if they wanted to sue you, it should have been prior to 2016. She's like, okay, I'm going to come over. Can we do it? I'm like, yeah, just pop by. She called them and the lady on the phone's like, I don't know who told you that, but you're going to go to court next Friday. I'm like, no, just hang up the phone. Because they can't do anything to you. I'm like, you should pay it because it's probably in your best interest. Right. But they can't hurt you. And again, the whole system is like, so I'm saying you would have tried to scramble around and try to find $3,000, $4,000 to pay off this debt because you're scared that you're going to get sued, when in reality, nothing, you're untouchable because it's past that now. It's over. And it gets expunged from your credit in like 6 or 7 years. You know what I mean? So, and what's it, 2020 now? Yeah. So it's about to be gone. There you go. Banking on people being stupid. That is America.
That's all it is.
That is America. America's a fucking shithole of a country.
Cool.
Not really.
And that's our take on politics.
Pretty much.
I guess, more or less.
Oh, wait. Before we wrap it up, what do you think is going to happen to Trump now? You think the legal beagle's going to drop down on him and start...
Oh yeah, he gonna get that Thor hammer and stuff January 21st.
Do you really think that when like everything goes to Supreme Court, they're gonna throw the hammer at him?
No. I think when Joe gets in, when Joe and Harris and stuff they get in, they're gonna try and bring all his tax shit to light. So all that shit, it's gonna give them a little leeway, time to breathe. Because when that goes out, they're like, look, we came in here. Look, we brought this shit out. Look, this is his tax thing. This is exactly what it is. And I think Trump needs to go dark. He needs to go dark. Like, get the fuck off Twitter. Because they're
Just
gonna mention the fuck out of him and everything. Like, especially now.
Look at what he did to the country.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. They're gonna mention like all the you're a loser, all those memes coming out.
Yeah.
Like, probably like
This was your president.
Yeah. Like, so he gotta go dark off that. I'm like,
you guys
if it was real.
Reality.
He doesn't like to lose, and I think the greatest thing and stuff, whatever, what he could do now is every fucking 4 years,
right?
Try and reapply to try and be another president again.
Who?
Trump.
Because you can only run for 8 years. So even if he he can still do another 4 years.
He can run for another 4 terms.
Okay. Why the hell?
Because he's ignorant and he's petty, and you know this.
I know that he in 2024 if he doesn't croak, he might try something like that.
Yeah.
That's something that I don't think anybody should be shocked about at all.
But some people are shocked, believe it or not, though.
About what, Biden winning?
No, about Trump even trying to do that. Because I said that, I'm like...
That's not that shocking.
I'm like, don't be surprised, man. Like, we seen this guy's MO. We seen how he operates and stuff, whatever. Just fuck it.
I keep telling people, 4 years is not that long.
He'll just come back in like 4 years and he'll be like, listen, China. Okay? And he'll say some shit like that.
China virus.
That's it. Listen, and he'll be like, the coronavirus was a sham. That's it. Vote me for president.
They set me up.
They set me up.
They set me up.
Okay? That's it. Like, that's literally it. That's it. And then the
what
redneck.
changed in the 4 years?
Right?
None.
Country did better than me.
Exactly.
No.
I can make America great one more time.
Or he might say something.
America great one more time.
One more time, exactly. And he might just say something like, see, you voted a man that couldn't clean up my mess. Who's better to clean up my mess? Like, you know what I mean? That's it. That's all he's gonna talk about.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss his entertainment though.
He's funny.
I'm gonna miss his entertainment.
He's fucking
man.
funny. He's a reality TV star. He's hilarious.
He's a politician because the thing and stuff is that I'm looking at you in the first 100 days. First 100 days they give you a report card and stuff for them. So after 100 days he's still in office. He went from a reality star to a politician to the president of the United States. Like,
that man is an idiot.
He'll always be known as President Trump. Just like Obama.
Yeah.
The title stuck.
It's there.
It's stuck.
It'll forever be Mr. President.
That does happen.
You get there.
Yeah, that does happen
exactly.
with a couple. Well, who's alive? Bush is alive, right?
Bush is alive. Obama.
Yeah, they still say Mr. President. They still say Mr. President. Those guys.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I look at this stuff as that. This will be that dance. I'm gonna miss the entertainment.
The 4 years have been a dream. Like, what? Just like I feel like America just woke up from a long, dark
badass
nightmare. Yeah, like a badass dream and cold sweats.
It's like
shit.
you read a book and you get to that one chapter. The chapter of despair, and you're like, shit, I gotta get through this chapter quick to the next one. We're finished this chapter, we're on to the next.
Yeah, exactly. Semester 2 now. Let's go. They're done. I don't feel that bad for them. They elected him.
They elected him.
Yeah.
They elected
You made
him.
your bed laying it, and now here we are, stuff for the new dance.
Whatever.
And we'll see what changes.
And they still got another problem because if they don't flip that Senate,
yeah,
they still got another problem.
It's a wrap. Yeah. All right, man. Let's get to the question of the week. I'm gonna remix it for you. Question is: would you let your woman go on a date with another man, for $1 million?
A date for $1 million?
Yeah. Decent proposal. Would you let your man go on a date with another woman? Oh,
why don't you got us?
Yes. I'm leaning towards yes. I was just waiting for the details of the date.
What is the date?
Because I might have to raise the fee a little bit.
I mean, I can be in the back of the restaurant. Like, we could sit
Nah,
there.
it's a little secluded dinner. You're not there.
Okay.
You get cash.
Okay.
So y'all get that $1 million cash, or how you want it, direct deposit, how you want it.
Yeah.
Wire that shit now.
So you get your shit wired, and they go out for the date for the night. And I guess if anything, she'd come back and stuff for that when she's done.
Yeah.
Or he can come back when he's done. But I mean,
So what? Like, it's just a dinner? It's just a date?
a lot can happen in a dinner and a date.
Well, I'm gonna discuss.
I can go from feeding ducks to getting fucks. So a lot can happen in a day.
It's not my business anymore.
Since you got the money, you got the cash.
Like my man, me and my man had a conversation like this because he said, nah, he's like, I wouldn't let you go. He wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Because he has this key in the lock thing, like analogy that he likes to use. Or he'll be like, what good is a lock that all the keys can use? Like, you know what I mean? Or some shit like that. He has this key and lock thing that he
Right. I fucking love it.
He's annoying.
I fucking love it,
He's
though.
annoying. So he feels like he could do it. So it's like, if I were to say, yo, like, it's $1 million for the night, like, and you don't got us. You don't got us. So I don't get it. Like, that's not fair. Because I would do it for us, but you won't let me. Take one for the team. What about our future?
I'm taking one. We sit down. We coming up with a game plan. We
game
going
plan.
in. I say, listen, man.
Like we could rob the person.
Order what you want. Order what you want. He already giving me the $1 million. Get what you want on the plate.
Yeah.
So okay.
Like,
She like, I said, get the dessert. I'll be like, listen.
Okay.
I'll be like, I'll be at table 16 when the garçon come around. You say like, just send a bottle of wine to table 16, please.
Here's my thing. My thing. My thing is this. Y'all together.
Mm-hmm.
I come to him and say, yo, $1 million to take your girl on a date for one night.
Mm.
You say, yeah.
Right.
We're on a dinner date, and I look at you and stuff and say, he doesn't know your price list? This is what he's doing to you? He's just auctioning you off and everything like that? Why? Because what, money is bad for him?
oh, don't
You
say
sure?
that to me, because I'm a thought.
That's it, baby! You lost your girl!
Nah, like, I would just say some sassy shit, like, that wouldn't bother me. Like, okay, I could see how a person who has more of a conscience than I do, how they might be affected by that. Like, oh, my husband just let me do that. You treat me like a whore. Like, we gonna get this money, baby. Like, we need this money.
That's how the movie playing
like,
out.
I wouldn't feel like
That's
I
how
would
the
feel bad
movie
about
playing
it.
out.
We had this discussion because I was like, okay, what if like a trip for like 3 days for $5 million? I'm like, yo, you're going, and I'm gonna be on the next flight, and I'm gonna meet you there, and then when it's time to have sex, you're just gonna get her really drunk and knock her ass out, and we on the next flight, and we out, and we up 5 M's in one day. Like, I'm sick. Don't ask me these questions.
So we sitting down, we planning. We're planning before you go on
If you
that
fail
date.
to plan, you plan to fail.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like we can do this. We can do this as a team. But it's like, okay, I can't be the one. Like my man, I don't know what his problem is, but like that's what he said.
My wife gonna be like, nah, he told me not to do, but I'm like, no, we gonna get to this $1 million. You gonna finish that water?
We need this money.
You gonna drink that water?
What the hell?
I don't know if I'm built for that.
There's actually a movie like that.
Indecent Proposal.
Indecent Proposal.
That's the movie.
Yeah.
No, there's another movie.
Another
There's another movie on Netflix that came out. It's actually really good. I think it's called like Why Not or something, but it's actually really good. Like,
Okay.
I think it was, I don't know how much it was for the night, but the woman had to let go of her husband to go out with the woman, and I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna send it to you guys because it's actually really good.
Yeah,
Nice.
send
Okay,
that.
yeah,
Send
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I honestly wish that would happen to me because I would pack my man's shit so fast. You need to go.
Yeah, if it's somebody I know for a fact, like, yo, I'm not that mentally invested to them.
So you wouldn't do it to your wife
I couldn't.
on a date?
I couldn't.
A
If
date.
you sat down with your wife and your wife said, listen, man, I know what you're thinking, but we in this together. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna have dinner with him, and after that, we're gonna break up this $1 million that he's just done give us.
Yeah,
you couldn't
like-
do it?
I couldn't because I don't know what he might say. I don't know how she might be feeling.
What the
It's
fuck?
it's hard for me to bet on people and stuff, whatever like
You're
that.
a punk. That's what you're a punk.
I went from a thought to a hooker to a punk.
No, you're a punk.
Either you're a punk or you're not trusting of your wife.
Yeah, that means you don't trust your wife. Cause like that don't make no damn sense.
Yeah, because I should be able to send my wife out there and she'd be able to go get that money off of that plan and we good.
Yeah. No detours.
So
no
I'll
extra shit.
take
Like, we
Punk
should
for
be good.
500.
You
Alex.
think
R.I.P.
You think-
Alex Trebek.
You can take Punk.
R.I.P. Alex Trebek.
Wow,
Yeah, I'll
you
take
just
Punk.
gonna fumble the bag like that.
Fuck
See,
it.
now she's just gonna date this nigga because you just fumbled the bag.
You see this shit? You see this shit, right?
You can't win.
Oh my God, I can't win.
You gotta
You
hold it
can't
down.
win.
What are you talking about? You bugging. You bugging? What the fuck? Like that's $1 million.
I'm a Taurus. I'm a sucker for love.
That's like the meme. Those memes where it's like, would you smack your mama for like $2 million? My mama say, if you don't smack the shit out of me right now, let me get this money like right now.
Line up.
Hold the
My
cheek.
mama like,
Hold the cheek.
wait.
You want one cheek or you want two?
Two. Exactly. Like, what do you mean? Are we gonna do
Can I
this
get
or
more
not?
money?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like, there's a lot of like, it doesn't hurt. It's not like you gotta catch a body or like eat a roach or something. Like, you just gotta get this money. Like,
Get this money.
that's
This
it.
din.
Exactly.
Win-win.
You want to eat dinner anyway.
You know what I mean? We was going. I was going to buy dinner.
I was gonna buy dinner.
Go and get that million.
Exactly. Holy shit.
Cool. All right. So we'll get to now. We're on a question. No, we're done the question of the week. We're on to the Ask the Sons.
Ask away.
First Ask the Sons come from one browser boy. Is the world ready for a gay world leader?
Who's that? Are they saying? Is he saying Biden, or is he asking, "Are we ready for
The people in the world, like any world leader, you think they're ready for a gay leader?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
What country?
U.S.
The U.S. just went through 4 years of Trump. They could take anything at this point. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't like how you said take anything, and we're talking about gay
Like,
talk.
they'll take Kanye for a president right now. Like, they don't give a
Listen,
fuck.
the people who are most likely to do it are now in power.
What
The liberals.
to do?
If there's any party that's most likely to have,
A world leader that's a lesbian or a gay person?
it would be the Democratic Party.
I don't think they'll make it that far up the chain. My opinion. I don't think they'll make it.
Why would you think they're not making? If there's a push right now, right?
Because I feel like
if they're leading the push, because remember, if they're leading the push for the new social way of being, the acceptance of everybody. If they're leading that push, and they have all these groups behind them because they're leading that push,
All the organizations.
for them to say now,
it's not making it.
we're not gonna have this gay person representing them. What's that gonna do to all the other people who are helping them with that push?
A pocket of them, but not the country. A full country and stuff for that. I don't think the world's ready for that yet. I think maybe like the younger generation and stuff for that, probably like the ones who are like 15.
Right.
When they come of age and stuff for that, start running the politic game and stuff, whatever. Yes, then
What? That's like 50 years.
about that.
No, I think we can do it now.
Yeah.
The boomers are dying. We can do anything.
COVID.
Yeah, the boomer remover is in full effect. Like,
The boomer remover.
yeah, like, we got this. I think, honestly, okay, in some countries, like in certain Asian countries and in other parts of the world, especially like on the Eastern Hemisphere,
Right.
I can see where there would be a big problem with that. But over here, I don't see.
Maybe even Canada before U.S.
Canada problem. We're such a. People make fun of us for being, that's always the mock about Canadians, that we're just so
Polite.
polite and
Fake
calm about
polite.
things.
Yeah.
I could see it happening.
Possible Canada.
Yeah,
Possible
I
Canada. I
it
can see
happening.
that. Possible.
I mean, half of these guys are DL anyway, so what difference does it make if someone comes out the closet and isn't a politician?
You're right. I see. I feel like a lot of them and stuff might be on the like DL, but I think a good portion of them and stuff, they're not ready for. I want to say the static. They'll have the support.
Yeah.
Because damn it, every country has like a gay pride parade and everything like that.
Backlash,
But
whether
then,
a leader is
regardless,
gay, straight,
regardless.
black, white, Asian, a woman. We get.
But some people
still get backlash for leaders being women.
Some people don't want that smoke though. Some people don't want that smoke
Then
because
you're a
I feel
punk.
like me.
Yeah, I was about to say they're joining your ranks, Marv.
Yeah, like, you're a
Like
punk.
me.
It doesn't matter. I think it would be great to have leaders that come from different walks of life because then we
Absolutely.
can have people that are relatable. Can we stop narrowing it down to representation and what about being relatable? That's the next step. Like, okay, you're black, but
That's why Kanye
you're
got them
a silver
60,000
spoon
votes.
kid. So can we get like someone from the hood in a good position who understands what it's like to go through this shit and isn't ashamed of where they're from? Because that's another thing too.
Right.
So can we get somebody who's like relatable? what about the average kid who made it and is a world leader now?
Facts.
Can we get, some of that, some spotlight on that? That's important.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
a gay person being in power, any member of the LGBTQ community
It's representation for the people.
It would be amazing.
Of course
it would be very amazing, especially when that's open and I have a partner and I have a family. I have a same-sex marriage and I have a family and I'm also a world leader. Like I think
that's
would be a beautiful
dope.
thing.
I think that's dope. I don't think the world's ready for it.
No, I think it would blow a lot of people's minds. But I think that people, as humanity, I think that we can handle it a lot better than we give ourselves credit for. I think we're a little bit evolved. Not all the way, but
we are. I think
bit.
we are. Like I said, I'm progressive enough to say, like, yeah, but I'm like, the closed-minded people and stuff, whatever, they'll shut that shit down like that. Most of a good portion of them and stuff, the closed-minded folks, would be the boomers that probably didn't get removed.
I know my rights.
Yeah.
But they'll die soon anyway. Like, come on, they're almost out of here.
It's like you got people checking out, ready to go in your mind.
I do, because I see these people. I'm like, you about to croak. I know it. I'm gonna just have some patience, and we gonna be good. So, like, for me, remember, like I always say, I'm like, listen, I'm 24. I could deal with these people, but they'll be gone. The boomers, for me, I'm happy because by the time I'm in my mid 30s,
they're gone.
Boomers is fucking out of here. Like, thank God. But then I have to deal with like your knucklehead generation going into power. And
what's wrong with my generation?
As much as you guys challenged your boomer parents, some of you still pretty fucked up. Some of you still pretty fucked up. So, like, I have to deal with that.
They blame everything on the system.
Exactly. Everything.
I think by the time, I think possibly my generation can have that gay president.
Yeah?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
If I'm gonna bet,
you're 45.
46.
If I'm gonna bet, I probably might bet. I might bet with mine, but possibly hers before I bet on yours. I won't bet on yours.
I'm gonna bet on. I would say maybe his.
Yeah.
I would say maybe his because
gay world leader. I'm looking forward to that.
You're born in the 80s. No, 70s. You're born in the 70s. Yeah,
I'm 80s.
You're 74.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see, like with him now, like that's my mom was born in 72, so I could kind of see like people his age, they pushed for things, but they were also kind of scared of backlash. They were more scared of backlash than we are. We're practically fearless. The next generation don't give a fuck about shit. They'll outlive the roaches. The next generation,
pretty much.
They're like they don't care about
pretty
anything.
much.
But I think you guys could maybe try. You guys could try.
We could try, and then your generation can
conquer it.
Can complete it.
Let's go. We gay as hell. Let's go.
Yeah, I think the White Office needs a little splash of pink.
Splash of pink. It's not that bad.
Yo, I seen some shit. They said everybody's a little bit of bisexual.
Yeah.
Yeah, you agree?
Sexuality
with
is a spectrum.
You agree with that? I don't do dick. I don't do dick.
Hey man, you ever been in the cuckold section on Reddit? Let me tell you something. You might find yourself in some fucked up.
I need to go there now.
You need to go there.
Cuckold section of Reddit.
Yes.
Here I come after this show. Here I come in more ways than some.
You gotta get in that subsection of Reddit. It's always
dark.
wild.
I'm gonna go see.
You don't know what you are until you there. Okay.
Could you date a bisexual dude?
I'm bisexual.
Could you date a bisexual dude?
I guess.
What do you mean? You guess?
I guess.
Is it a yes or a no?
Sure.
You okay with him? Sucking a dick, and then
he did it before. Like I get. Like okay. My thing is, I don't care if someone wants to pass on me because I'm bi.
Right.
Not everybody's gonna be comfortable with that.
Right.
There are like lesbians who don't date bisexual women because they don't like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't care.
Right.
My thing is, I could do it. Have I done it? No. Does it bother me really? It is what it is. Because I don't understand that being bisexuality means that you're genuinely attracted to both. I think that there are some people that say they're bisexual and they're not, and they're really one way, and they need to stop fucking lying to people. But that's another conversation.
Closets.
Yeah.
Keep it in the closet.
I don't think it's a bad idea. It is what it is. Would you? You got men. Yeah. What do you care?
It equals more vagina.
Yeah. Exactly. See,
I'm about that life.
So you guys don't care. But if you're a woman, would you date a man who's bisexual?
I have to see the gap between Like I had to get the history. So like if it was like 10 years and he hasn't done dick, yeah. But if it's like last relationship was a guy and then now me as a woman he wants to date whatever, I might still feel like he still might just jump back on the dick bandwagon and stuff and everything.
I don't think it would bother me. My thing is I like really masculine, so it wouldn't bother me if that's how you are. Like,
What if he's super masculine?
yeah, like that wouldn't fucking bother me. Like if you're, I could like okay with girls I like really feminine girls. I like really girly girls. For me, like with men, I don't think I could do like a man who's a little bit more metro and like a little bit more femme. That's not my style. A lot of women are into that. I personally don't think I could do it. Like that's not my taste. But you go both ways. And you're masculine, sure, why not?
I wonder what would bother women more dating a bisexual man if they're walking down the street and another woman catches his eye, or would it bother her more if another man catches his eye?
Another man, because men don't even wash their ass properly. What the fuck is you looking at?
What kind of man you thought? I wash my ass.
I wash my ass
Twice a goddamn
Come
day.
on, shorty.
No.
Yeah.
Grouping us together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yo, those are not the Podical sons.
This girl on Twitter was like, nah, niggas' ass cheeks be glued together by boo-boo. And I was like, shit. So that's been living in my head, like, rent-free. So now I'm just like, damn, like, you know, women are always, they smell good, they just on their shit, and they just vibing and flowing, and some niggas just really
Yo, I don't
dirty.
smell good. Like, yo.
You good. You
That's what I'm
good.
saying.
All right. Maybe every 6 out of 10. Whatever.
Yo.
Oh my god! Like for real?
Yo.
That's what you like?
Yo.
You into that? Damn.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Yo. That fucked me up. Shit, maybe 6 out of 10 though. Yo.
6 out of 10.
That ratio.
Men have mud butt.
That's what it is, though. Holy shit, my
guys
stomach
out here
hurts.
not washing it. Yo, hey man, y'all need to get
Come
on your
on,
ass.
dudes got-
Y'all need to get on your hygiene.
Y'all need
Dudes
to
got
get-
doodle
Come on,
streaks.
come on.
Come on.
Dudes got doodle streaks?
Yes, grown men be having doodle streaks. Come on.
Shit.
Come on. And then those same men will take the drawers off and leave it on the floor and fuck you with the same mud butt. Like, they don't care.
Rub his butt cheeks on them sheets.
Yeah, exactly. Come on. Like, this is, it is what it is.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yo. Yo, let's get to the next question and slide up out of this. Rajesh -K. Would you rather date a doctor who is fighting COVID or someone who's collecting a CERB/stimulus check?
Doctor fighting COVID.
I'm gonna go with Doc fighting COVID.
Yeah. I'm going to.
I think that's pretty obvious. Like, I guess.
But people are scared though, so I
catching
would.
COVID?
Yeah, I'll go with the COVID fighting doc because they know what the danger is.
But wouldn't my doctor ass husband tell me that COVID is fake anyway? So we good.
Would he?
I don't know. I would hope so. He's gonna tell me some.
He gonna hip you on.
He's gonna confirm the conspiracy theories that we've been thinking about with the 5G and shit and all the nonsense.
He's gonna display it all to rest.
Yeah, just lay it out
He's gonna
there.
take that mask off,
Listen,
baby.
babe.
Dr.
That
Tam
mask-
don't know what she talking about.
Ain't gonna do this shit. You good? We good? Let's get this money. Like, that's it.
Matter of fact, go on that date for the million. Don't wear your mask.
Let's just get it.
Let's just get it.
Why not?
Why not? I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, if you're home collecting CERB or whatever, obviously it's for a reason. But, like,
At
we
least you know
gonna
you're
fix.
safe and sound.
Yeah.
I mean, it could happen. It doesn't really matter. Like, you could just pick up your kid from, like, school now. And
True.
pick it up.
Depends
Like,
on your household and stuff. You're right.
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't matter. Like, a doctor could be safer than somebody who works in a call center right now. Like, it really doesn't matter.
Pretty much.
Because at least, and actually, I'm not even gonna say that because there are people I've seen people who work in the healthcare system who are out partying and exposing themselves. So I think it just depends on who you're with and how much
Person. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they care about like their household and stuff. Like, you know what I mean?
Shit, I should have asked this question before. Last question comes from Mona-Lisa. Can a straight woman have a man crush or a woman crush on the same sex?
Yeah.
You got a man crush?
trying to think.
Have you have a man crush? I don't know if I have my man crush. I don't know.
I would say the closest thing to a man crush would be to me is Dave Chappelle.
Niggas' heroes is always their man crush. They don't say crush, just say hero.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so who the fuck is my...
it up.
Yeah.
My hero,
See, now your head's stinking, because now you know heroes.
Yeah, because
right? now you know heroes.
Charlemagne.
There you go.
Charlemagne's your hero?
Charlemagne.
Fuck that guy.
He's a cancer like you two.
Fuck your hero. He's not one of us.
Not one of us.
Nah, he's not one of us. He's something else.
There's different breed of cancers over
He
here.
must be a Sag. There's no way. Yeah, that's all men say heroes. I think, and women too. Like, I think a lot of like women are very like never experimented nothing. Just like this, like yeah, you can look at another woman and be in awe of her, like who she is, for sure.
So okay, men call them heroes.
Yeah.
Women just call them what?
Like some women are like being blatant. Like I'll just say, oh my god, like I have a crush on her. She's adorable.
Yeah.
Or
and to me, I feel like that's second nature for women to do that.
she's my favorite. Like that's my fave, sis. Oh my god, sis.
Yeah, but
like,
we already know women are more in touch with their sensuality, so
Yeah.
we never find that as odd.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Kobe died, niggas crying over their man crush Monday, but they gonna say, that's my idol, that's my hero, your man crush Monday.
That was fucking poetic. You're absolutely right. I'm about to call them niggas out now. That's your hero or that's your man crush?
That's your man crush, that's it. That's it. Niggas is groupies too.
Facts. Some of them, they go harder than some chicks.
Right? You know the Justin LA Boy page?
Yeah.
So I seen, what was the post, and it was like, oh, niggas like other niggas with money, you just call him big bro. Like, that's it. That's it. He could be younger than you, but he got money. That's big bro.
That's big bro.
That's true.
That's it.
That's true. All right, man. We about to slide out of here. So say the sons for the week. Love yourself better than you wanted to be loved. So say the sons. A lot of people, I feel like they're their own worst enemy. They don't have time to focus on themselves, and they want to go chase some other shit that's just not for them. Love yourself, man.
That is very real.
Yeah.
That is very real. Not loving yourself enough is a very real thing.
That's a problem.
Damn. That happens to people.
Too many.
You know, that happened to me before. Like, I just had so much shit going on, and that I didn't have no time to do shit or, like, to take care of myself like how I usually do. Oh my god, this is gonna sound so vain. Lord, forgive me, guys. Like, I'm not super, not you, I'm talking to them. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not superficial, but, like, you know. And then, like, 3 weeks later, I, like, looked at my skin. I had, like, white heads, and, like, my face was broken out. Like, my scalp was, like, a mess. I was like, this is not me.
Self-care.
Right, yeah.
Self-care. Like, my self-care just went down the drain because I didn't have time for shit else. And, like, I am my worst enemy. And then it's, like, sometimes you go through things and, like, that could be even longer. And then by the time you realize it, I'm like, you're all fucked up.
You're fucked.
Inside and out because
Facts.
you didn't take care of yourself.
Right.
You know? Happens. It gets dark.
Most
It's
definitely,
dark.
man. Once again, everybody, thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Like, subscribe, comment, and y'all. We know y'all love Shorty, cause we love her too. So y'all be easy. Remember, once again, thank you for listening to Podical Sons. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. Peace and love.
Peace.
The Podical Sons with Not Your Average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.